Hello? Okay. I'm not sure I'm live yet, but I'm recording at least. And I believe now I'm live. Good. Clap. Shadowrun. I don't think anyone else is here yet. Let's wait a second while we start up the game. It's a little bit loud. Oh yeah, it's way too loud for me. Here we go. That's better. Hello. Hi, I'm here. Hello everyone else. If there should be someone else here. We're gonna continue where we left off. But first, well, I don't really feel the need to apologize, but I feel the need to tell you anyway. So I haven't been here last Wednesday. Or let's start with last Saturday. Last Saturday's secretary was sick. So I had to take care of Babby. Like usually Saturday evening, like she takes care of Babby. Because she knows that I'm doing something down here in the basement. But last Saturday I came home from work and she was already sick. So I said, okay, don't worry. Usually Babby comes around like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. But this time she came somewhat very early, I guess. Like, I guess 11:15 in the evening. So I had to stop the stream. And then this Wednesday I got sick. Basically the same thing that secretary had. I don't know what it's called in English, to be honest. Like well, let's just say I was shitting and vomiting out my soul. That's what it felt like. And I didn't even... It started at like 3 in the afternoon, and by 6 I didn't have the strength to do anything else anymore. I was just either lying down or sitting on the toilet and just losing all of my bodily fluids at once. In case you wanted to know, now you do. So I felt very bad, and I was awake at like 10 minutes to 10, and I was in bed, and I thought, fuck me, I'm dying. I can't go down there to tell them. I didn't even have the strength to tell Panos, like via smartphone, to tell anyone. But yeah, I feel better now. Like I'm somewhat still not quite over it, I guess, but I feel better than this Wednesday, definitely. So we left off chasing this guy. I guess we got the cred stick off of him. I'm not even sure we could give it to the old man. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep the cred stick. Oh no, the cheap cred stick that a Yellow Lotus soldier stole from an elderly walled city resident. We could go back up and try to give it to him, I guess. Where was it though? Was it up here to the rooftops? Is that it? There's also some Feng Shui we still need to do, I believe. Right, here we go. He's up. Maybe we get some karma out of this. I don't want any trouble, boss, he exhaled sharply. Please just leave me be. The cred stick had like 60 new yen on it, so it's not worth taking it. Hand him back his cred stick. Here you go, man. Got this back for you. An experience point. It's way better than this. Let's hope we get one. 63 bucks. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, I don't have anything that I can reward you with, but I appreciate what you did. Wow. Whoa, nothing? Nothing at all. Let's talk to him again. Can we even? Yeah, okay. He cradles his cred stick in a pair of gnarled hands. Thank you so much. This is everything I have in the world. I should put you out of misery immediately. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I think we were looking for a valve or something. Let's read up again. Broken water shutoff valve, lower level. Broken water shutoff valve. Did we go down here yet? Oh, here we go. This seems to be it. Can we just fiddle with it? This old rusted water valve might be able to close off the flow of water that's pouring out the broken pipe. Strength 3. Wrench on the shutoff control. Wrench on the shutoff controls? Or Duncan, can you give me a hand? I believe I'm stronger than him. Wait, he's an orc, isn't he? Is he an orc? I believe he's an orc, but I'm still stronger than him. It only needs strength 3. Come on, like, I could do this. The flow of water ceases. Less clean water will run off into the streets now. Less clean water is always a good thing. So we did gain the karma. We can go back and turn in the quest. I believe we will do that. before we continue, which was somewhere over here, I believe, to do our main mission. You get 1 karma when you take cred stick from the Ferg. Oh, then I could have kept it and still get the karma. For flippity's sake. Wait. Over here? Yeah, over here. And then, like, past these guys without... Guys, don't worry, I'm just doing my errand quests. I'm not gonna bother with you. Or am I? Where's Feng Shui girl? We're gonna quick save before we talk to her. Apparently I've fluffed it last time, not getting all the information. There you go. Hello? Bloody woman? The young woman startles at your approach, fumbling for something in her pocket. When she recognizes you, she relaxes. Great. So she's not happy to see me, I guess. It's done. Is it done? It is done, yeah. Thank you so much. The young woman sighs with relief. She opens the flap on her satchel, reaches inside and produces a plastic sheath. I'm not magically active, so I can't see the flow of ki. Ki? Was it chi, right? Chi? Ki? What is it? Chi? I think I've talked about this last time. I think it was Chi in the area, but I've got test strips. Test strips? What? Little sheets of paper embedded with Chi-sensitive bacteria. It's a close relative of Fab, but it doesn't see much use outside of Hong Kong. Wait, what's Fab again? I've read about Fab. What is that? I'm sure I've read it in a Shadowrun novel. She pulls a strip out of the sheath and holds it to the air. Within seconds, it turns ink black. She lets out a dejected sigh, her eyes shifting down from the strip to her watch to the strip again. She looks utterly defeated. Damn it, I've been making adjustments for weeks now, trying to get the chi to circulate better, and nothing seems to work. If anything, this one went bad even faster than the control strips I took when I got here. Wait a sec, I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Maybe you're doing it wrong. Any idea why? Chi, okay. No, it should work. I followed the texts. Done everything right. The chi here is rancid, that's obvious, but I swear it's even worse than it should be. No wonder this place is so disgusting. Have you taken a look at yourself? The student cuffs and rests her head in her hands. That's it, I'm getting out of here. In a little while, I've got to tell my advisor about this. Thanks for the help. Hope you don't stay long, I sure as hell won't. Did I fail that quest? Did I forget one? I did put out the wires. I did fix the tires, I mean. I did fix the wires. With a decker. And I did brute force, I guess, the broken water shutoff valve. Should I have let Duncan do it? Can we spend the karma yet? What was it I wanted? This. I wanted 6 karma to get a defense bonus. Okay. So we're gonna exit. Okay, well, looks like this quest is done then. I don't know if I could have done something different. Maybe a specific build is required for this. Or maybe it will come back to us later on. Who knows? Nobody. Well, I guess Amiel and Spiria would. You did everything right. You will know why it didn't work in 10 hours. 10 real life hours or like 10 in-game hours? Or 10 hours of game time, I guess. So quite advanced into the campaign. Although I do believe the game is about 30 hours long, according to howlongtobeat.com, the premier website to know how long it takes you to beat a game. I'm not sponsored by them, but I would like to be. That's a joke, of course. I don't want to be sponsored by anyone. It's far too much a burden. Here we go. Ooh, there's a terminal here I didn't see. A secure one. Let's fiddle with it. This terminal belongs to Bowers people. I bet that we can get something useful out of it. Terminal is locked with a password prompt. I need decking 1. Isabel, check off. Sure, she doesn't have anything else anyway. So as long as she's good enough with it. The Matrix Help slide will give you a rundown on some of the features you'll encounter navigating through cyberspace, including system trace, Matrix combat, and Watcher IC or ICE. Sure. Oh wow, this is new. This is like real time. Am I? Oh my god! I'm supposed to traverse this. In real time as well, or? Well, they're gonna see me this way, aren't they? I'm so bad at this. Okay, I'm traced. Can I just attack it? I missed. Attack it again. 50 IP damage. Another one. 50 IP damage. I'm so fucking like a real-time elements in a round. Oh, miss me with that shit, please. Can I lower? Can I lower the trace? $100 IP damage. Reduce system trace. Here we go. I'm gonna 8 rounds cooldown. Fucking hell. Oh, the other one didn't see me? Is that right? Okay. Easy enough. It's quick save. I'm gonna have to use the trace reduction almost immediately as soon as I get into another fight though. I like how she's just floating. When I first... Of course my first foray into Shadowrun was the novels. So when I first read about the decking thing, man, it's very hard to imagine something, isn't it? Like people and their, I believe, what are they called? Are they called personas? Like the decking personas? Can't quite remember. It's been a while since I read the novels or anything Shadowrun related, really. But just imagining like the different avatars floating in cyberspace and like doing the stuff, fighting against the ice, and Jesus Christ! Can I hide in here? I can hide in there. Okay, so next I'm gonna hide in here, I guess. As soon as... I don't even know when. This one is through. Ooh. Okay, now. God, this is so finicky. Oh, 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 now. Ooh. There's nothing else I need to access first, right? I like Hong Kong's version of the Matrix the most, I have to say. Oh, really? You can just run past them. I like Dragonfall story the most, but for gameplay elements like Matrix and combat in general, Hong Kong is definitely the most refined. Well, it is the newest game, right? Do you guys know if there's like another one coming? Or if they just stopped with the franchise altogether, with the IP? It would be a fucking shame, because I just lost Shadowrun, and it's my only way to experience it, apart from books, I guess. You've encountered blocker ice. You can either attempt to hack the ice or force your way past it at the cost of additional system trace. For more detail on hacking blocker ice, see the hacking help slide. Hack blocker ice causes 20 system trace on failure, or force causes 50 system trace. Well, that was it immediately knocked me out, so I'm gonna hack it. How does it work? Oh god, is it like a Simon Says? Do I have to input like numbers? Am I really like, does it cost me time to input a wrong number, or does it like cost me? Well, I guess I'm gonna see. Okay, Isabel's deck gives that was honest. Isabel's deck gives me +5 seconds on my hacking time apparently, and my delay is 1 second, whatever that means. So I can start and input numbers. I'm gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and see if any of them are in. Oh, 9621. 9621. Do I really just have to input 1898? 1898. 31377. 31377. 15999. 15999. 33263. 33267. Did I... Next? Start? Next? What do I... What? Eh? Oh, I need to... this one, I believe? Oh, that's pretty cool! That was pretty cool. Like, it shows you different hints at different times. You need to, like, big brain it together. Exotic animal dealer contacts or Lotus Den access codes? Well, I want both, if possible. That was pretty good. That wasn't too bad. It's not even like the bad version of Summit Says where you have to like, what is it, Summit? Like it's not. It's like this newfangled Wordle stuff. That's like this new app that's like big, with the different letters and yeah. Click next already. I like it. Okay, let's take a look at the dealer account. Okay, I can just get both. Pay data. Okay, and do I eject? Do I freshly go back in? Can I even go back in freshly, or do I walk back? Because it was by sheer chance that I like. We're gonna save and see if we can eject and enter freshly. If that's better, basically, if you know what I mean. When in doubt, always eject and enter again, and eject and enter again. And believe me, she'll like it. So we're gonna do this and do this. Log in. Isabel, is she gonna be at the same? No! Won't you take a look at that? And the other one is still dead. Well, that's fucking great, isn't it? So we went to the bottom, right? So this time we're going up. You don't need to input more than what? One number code? I don't understand. What? Oh, this one turns around. Oh yeah, they're on a. Wait, how do I do this then? Like this, I guess. Okay, we're gonna hack it again. Let's see if I understand it better this time. I don't need to input more than one number code? Wait, what did you mean by that? 5129. 5129. Oh, wow, okay. Easy. What does it do then? Give me time? Okay, it's this one. When you hack input one number code, then guess. So I by accident put a hard mode on myself. Okay, hatch that bolt is unlocked and we can just eject again. Thank you, Isabel. Very epic. Man, if I had to do this myself, I'm not even sure I could have, to be honest. Obviously not. I don't even have dig. The heck, I mean. Open the door. And if there's anyone behind it, we're gonna get on the floor and do the dinosaur. It's a vending machine. I guess we're in the lion's den now. The SimSense machine has been left unlocked for restocking. There's a packaged data chip still in the tray. Who? Well, who are we gonna piss off by stealing this? Who the fuck cares? We're gonna steal it anyway. Stole a SimSense chip. Maybe we can use it later to have some fun. Okay, this is to the rooftops. There's a door we can open here. A locked door. A door panel. Wait, can we enter this room? Yeah. Bathroom. A bathroom, okay. So again, like, if people weren't here earlier, like, I was sick this Wednesday. Very sorry. I'm better now. The door has been sealed with factory fresh maglock. High-sec keypad has been set into the frame. There was another door with a keypad earlier, I believe in the sewers. But this is our objective, isn't it? Might be able to find something out by opening this door. There must be enemies here. Come on. I'm itching for a fight. Did we pick up something already? Oh yeah, here we go. Security override keycode 7881. Works on doors inside the Lotus Den. Someone might pay to take it off your hands. Oh. Lambda on Wednesday. This better be a video, like an image of someone literally just vomiting the innards out. A list of exotic animal smugglers and dealers. It could be worth some money on the Shadowlands BBS. Okay. What was 7881? I believe I just read it and I forgot already. 7, 8, 8. What? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Door unlocks. Good. Fight now, maybe? I do want to punch Strangler Bauer's teeth in, to be honest. Like myself, if possible. He was just hiding behind this locked door. Hey, dude. How's it going? That's a huge teddy bear you have with you? I guess it's is it your boyfriend or your girlfriend? You know what? I don't judge. Just make sure to wash it properly. A large man in his 50s stands waiting, his heavily tattooed arms held in a fighter's stance. His bone structure is heavy. Corded muscle stands out on his arms and chest. In his youth, he must have been enormous. What, you think he's smaller now? He doesn't talk so much as emit a low rumble. I don't know how you got in here, but you've got my attention. Good. I have a message from Kindly Chang. Candygram for Strangler Bao. Much love, Kindly Chang. You're a hard man to find. Can you guess who sent me with a message? Bong Bong is gonna be like straight up autistic, okay? You're a foreigner, you know my name. Must have been Cheng. She's the only player in Haoi who would work with such shoddy tools. You have a message from the old lady, huh? Can't wait to hear you mangle it. He chuckles to himself. You speak Cantonese so well. Before I hear it, I have a little message for her too. You tell Kindly Chang that her operations are done in the World City. Strangler Bao has given himself a promotion. And tell her that if she sends any more errant girls to visit him with another message, Strangler Bao is going to send them back in a box. You think you can tell her that, errant girl? Should I write it down for you in English? Hold out the data stick. Just slot the stick, listen to the message, and I'll be gone, okay? Oh yeah, I've got the stick for him. Am I gonna have to shove it in for him? Come on, Strangler. Can I call you Strangler? Just want to hang out. Play some video games. Do tried stuff. Pretty sure she'll react negatively to that. Why don't I just say I left her message on your remains? Okay, let's do this properly. Here's the stick, my friend. I don't get to hear you butcher the message. I'm sad. Grabs a small plastic drive from your hand, slots it into his Trit player. Would be funny if he like pisses himself now. Kindly Chang stands erect. Well, speaks directly to the camera. By the way, someone sent this link that Spiria has sent as a Let's Talk, so I can take a look at it later, please. Mr. Ba! Wait, what was the voice again? I can't do voices today. Like, my throat is still fucked from vomiting.
Mr. Bao, as everyone knows, you're a man of swift action. I respect that, and because of that respect, I will get right to the point. You know where your money is coming from? I know that you have friends working for straw sandals like myself. They've been siphoning funds from the organizations. I know about the noodle shop that you launder the money through. I have tasted their broth and found it wanting.
I don't care if it's just a meme. I want to take a look at it. I'm curious. The old woman becomes... What the fuck is flinty? Like flint? Hard as flint? Flinty hard? How does one become flinty hard? Please, I'm asking for my secretary.
You've been stealing from the Yellow Lotus, glorifying yourself with revenue that we have earned, and I have files to prove it.
Bao's eyes widen as files begin to flit across the screen. Receipts, bank reports, personal communications between himself and his men. Kindly Chang continues speaking, smooth and casual. I never understand how... Like criminals in organized crime, right? Small-time criminals, whatever. But criminals in organized crime, they know how it works, right? They know there's always someone higher up. They know that at the end of the line, there's someone incredibly powerful, possibly even powerful enough to have like officials in their pocket and stuff. So I don't know or don't understand how smaller-time criminals, let's call them that, like Strangler, Mr. Strangler, I should call him, how they ever believe they could get away with what they are doing, with, like, rebelling. How can they believe that someone that has, like, basically a few of you, how can they believe that your boss is gonna let you get away with that? Your boss is gonna send the others that are on the same level as you after you and kill you. I guess small-time criminals are not smart. Well, then again, I'm not either, but maybe I'm just more cowardly.
Now, in light of our recent conflict, you might be wondering why am I keeping this information to myself? Why haven't I exposed you so you could be dragged from your lotus den by the balls and slowly roasted on a rotisserie spit? She turned into Sean Connery there.
Oh god. People do stupid shit out of greed all the time. You're right. It's greed. It blinds people.
In truth, I respect your ambition. You have a lot to learn about candor and loyalty, but I believe that you still have...
Oh god, I'm dying. Oh god, pardon me. As I said, my throat is still fucked up.
You still have value. I'm still willing to work with you. Whoa, kindly Cheng, more like kindly cock. However, in order for that to happen, we need to come to an understanding about the nature of our partnership.
Kindly Cheng steps forward, fills the screen.
I own you, Bao.
Oh my god, if she says that, give your left testicle to this errand messenger person. Wow, I would... Like, this game would be a 10 out of 10 right off the bat.
You and all of your men, you are my fucking playthings. Adults to twist and pose as I see fit. I'm in this position because I am far better at this than you, and it's time that you learned it. Accept what I'm telling you and we can get back to business. Prosper together. But if you continue a little rebellion, I will mail tiny pieces of you to your children and take their picture as they open the package.
She produces one of her thin black cigars, lights it, holds the smoke a long time. Wow.
You have 24 hours to return to the fold. If you aren't here licking my heels by then, the information will be released and you will become food for fish. Your choice, Bao. 24 hours.
It's gonna blend in like a countdown going boop, 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 boop. Is that a reference people do still? Like the TV series 24, does anyone notice? The message winks out. Strangler Bao turns away from the screen slowly. His skin is ashen. Ashen one. Get out. He pauses, casts his eye to the floor. Tell Miss Cheng to expect me at Swiftwinds tomorrow. He stands up straight. Tomorrow morning. I will, thank you for your time. I'll let her know. It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Strangler. Go, just go. Can we go out the front door now that we basically pissed all over their boss? Maybe I can still get some karma out of this. And again, she did say she wanted no bloodshed, did she? Let's check it out. We also have this door that was locked on. Oh, okay. Duncan is a party pooper. Those guards are still out there, Bong Bong. The same guards that kindly doesn't want us killing. We should probably go out the way that we came in. Oh, Flibberty, can I... Oh. What is with this locked door, then? Is it just flavor? God damn it. We're gonna see if 7881 unlocks us... Pardon me again. This other door that was downstairs... Where was it even? Was it over here? Oh, here we go. Door panel. Dang it, this could be another location for later on. Maybe, I don't know. 7881. Nope, it's not 7881. Old motors to retract them. There was no further hint to this, was there? Maybe it is unrelated. Do you think the old dwarf guy can give me a hint? The gunrunner? No. No. Gotta run. Telling a gunrunner that he gotta run. Classy Bong Bong. Or rather, classic Bong Bong, more like. Try 2580. Well, that's like breaking the fourth wall by entering a code I got from you. But okay. Nope. How did he come up with that one? Shall we try my birthday? My birthday is 08 05. Nope. It's not my birthday. Okay, let's go. Oh, 5465. Okay, we're gonna try more random numbers then. Good. Sure. I'm here all evening. I can do this. We can go through literally all 9,999 combinations if you want me to. 5465. Well, I'm not sure. I feel like I got duped into fighting something horrible here. What is this and why do you know the code, and should I know the code already, Amiel? Or should I reload right now? Can you tell me? I want Isabel to take cover immediately. She's like the most fragile thing in the world. Precious Isabel. I feel like I really should know this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You wanted to fight, right? Yeah, but what is this? Like, would I have learned of this later, or I can't even? Oh, and this dude doesn't have Overwatch. Well, fucking great. Anything else? Subdue. Duncan can subdue and zip tie a stunned enemy, taking him out of the fight. Ooh, nice. Okay, Bongbong, you're gonna like melee Overwatch, I believe, since they're gonna have to come to us anyway. And we're gonna end the turn on Duncan. I don't remember how you get this code. How do you remember the code then? Or did you look it up? Because if you looked it up, you could have looked it up where you get the code. Anyway, we're gonna kill them now. We're committed. They didn't even get far. Gonna fill them full of lead. They are dog shit. Literally dog shit. Here we go. Bongbong is gonna go in for the kill. Here we go. Easy. God, shit, my throat. Oh, it's another way to enter the Lotus then. I guess. What is this? Why is it spraying? Shit, am I dying standing next to it? It doesn't tell me anything, but I can. I guess it's the locked door in the Lotus then. I don't understand. How would you have... I guess I could have gotten on... So this is game breaking. This isn't any location I shouldn't have gotten to. This is just another way to get into it. If you don't get this code, you get this code somehow. And enter this way. But you have to do a fight instead. I guess if you fluff the hacking? Maybe. I have a gaming notebook where I keep all the notes I make when playing. Just found Hong Kong page and looked it all up. Emil, do you want to be my big brother or something? That sounds fucking epic. Gaming notebook. Just casually throwing that out there. Dude. Wu holds up his hand for everyone to stop. Turns to the two of you and hooks his thumbs in his belt. Well, that was a thing. Never thought I'd be shuttling messages between criminals in a Hong Kong syndicate. Can't imagine what Raymond would have wanted in a walled city. This place just feels wrong. Sometimes the wrong hole can be fun, Duncan. I mean the wrong wall, not hole. Looking for more stray kids to take in? No kidding, there's something off about it. Must have been important. You flew all the way here. Hired runners for an escort. But why? This place makes you feel like your life has no value. There's just no point to anything. How did you feel like your life had any value before? How? Have you ever taken a look around in the world? He sighs and looks at your companion. Great life you have here. Oh, I like how they kept companion because they didn't want to put in a variable that asks whether you took Isabel or Redface girl. Isabel ignores the barb. She's too pleased. I can't believe it. We actually delivered Auntie's message without anyone dying. Except for the dogs. I've had enough of triads. Let's get out of this pit. Dude, you are in the triad now. Didn't you get it? I'm with you, Gunshow. I don't need to see this place ever again. Gunshow? Seriously? Wu's goggles point down at Isabel. It's not gonna stick, is it? Return to... Hey-oi! Nice, it's teleporting me. Even better. Even better. Oh, let's see if I can do this today. Preemptive cough. Hey-oi! It's hard to shake off the walled city. Its gravity clings to you as if wretchedness itself had grown tentacles. The sounds of suffering subside, but the echo is still from your insides. Isabel walks quickly, regularly checking over her shoulder as if expecting pursuit from the buildings themselves. She hugs her cyberdeck to her chest as if protecting a small child. Wu pauses for a moment and breathes a sigh of relief when you finally reach the streets. But returning to Heoi isn't like coming home. Suspicious looks and closed mouths accent unsmiling faces that billboard a universal message. You don't belong here. Time to report back to kindly Cheng and inform her that the message has been delivered. Get this business over with. Get your sin burned. Get on to the next step, whatever that is. You leave the city of darkness behind. Head to the Mahjong parlor and a date with a crime lord. Still don't know whether it's Mahjong or Mahjong. But who the fuck cares, right? Well, I do a little, but not enough to look it up in between streams, I guess. 6 karma for this! 6! That's a whole level up! Spend it! Bong bong, spend it! I'm not one to keep karma. What did we want to... This one! Here you go. Oh, pardon me so much. I'm sorry, like, as I said, like, my throat is really fucked up from all the vomiting. We're gonna confirm this for now, and we're gonna take a look what else we can get. Maybe some health would be good. I guess 30 hit points is not enough. Also, this could make us get more cyberware later on. Or do we want... Is there something in dodge that... No. There's no special perk in dodge. Strength close combat already gives me... No. Does strength give me any defensive ability? This was the only one that gave me a defensive ability, I guess. Anything in intelligence? No. In wisdom? Dragon lines visible for spellcasting, which I don't need. Killing hands. I guess it sounds like a cool spell. But... Charisma? I could pump, or rather try to go for a new etiquette. The academic one came up a lot already. But I'm not sure it would be worth it, to be honest. Why do elves have like the highest etiquette? It's because they're beautiful or something. Supposed to be beautiful. I think I'm just gonna go for a point and body. Because like 40 hit points is better than 30. It's an increase of some kind of percentage. A large axe fashioned from overlapping strips of peeling duct tape. What does it mean? If I stand here, am I gonna get hit by a satellite or something? Can we talk to the troll again? No. Members only shove off. Okay. Let's go to Kindly Cheng. She was... Where was she again? Was she down here? Oh yeah. According to my mission arrow, she was. I never play pure melee character. I always play mage, shooter, or dagger rigger. Yeah, I usually play like a straight up just shooty guy, like a straight up street samurai, but rifleman. When I play games like this. But recently I feel like challenging yourself with an archetype that seems somewhat disadvantageous, if that's the word. It's more fun, you know? Like trying to get into the thick of things with a character is definitely challenging most of the time. Like sometimes you reach a point where a melee character gets so overpoweredly broken. Although we reached that point with ranged weaponry in Dragonfall as well, right? Bongbong was just killing everything with her abilities. So Kylie Cheng, here we go. We're back. Kylie Cheng watches you closely as you walk across the Mabong parlor. As you approach, her lieutenant leans in, brings the mouth close to the tried's boss ear. Cheng smiles and nods, her eyes never leaving you. I guess they already heard. There's a twinkle in Straw Sandal's eye. I've heard from Bao. He got my message very clearly. I understand that there were no casualties created during your little delivery run. I am pleased and surprised. Get that a lot. Isabel did a great job of guiding us. I'm not sure she's gonna like an ass licker. Gave simple instructions, would have taken an idiot to mess it up. Yeah. A wry grin. You'd be surprised how many idiots I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. My message was delivered and Strangler Mao is back in the fold, earning for me. As far as I'm concerned, our transaction is complete. Wait, what about my sin? You mean, did you do it already? While you were gone, oh yeah, I set the wheels in motion to wipe your identities. She pulls out a PDA, stabs a button with a lacquered fingernail. Your order has been sent. Congratulations, you're now sinless.
Shadow people.
Wow, that's racist. Wu exhales heavily. His eyes remain focused straight ahead, but his shoulders sag. Whoa, so why did he take his goggles off for this? I guess that's done. I didn't like the way my life was going anyway. I'll figure a way out of this, Duncan. I hate my life. Wu pulls himself up to his full height. Yeah, well, I had something going in Seattle, Bong. I had my license. I was going freelance, found a storefront in Bellevue where Carter and I were going to set up shop. Now it's all blown to hell. Clenches a fist. No one's going to pay for that. Pay for Carter. Man, I still remember she got blown to pieces, like a head burst. Like a fucking... Not even a melon. It burst harder than a melon. Burst like an apple. Does an apple burst harder than a melon? I don't know. Whoever gave the kill order on Carter also forced us to give up our identities and took Raymond. Wu sets his jaw firm. It's all I can think about. Finding who did this. Finding Ray. Kylie Cheng holds up a hand.
While I was working to get your sins burned, I also had my network look into Raymond Black's disappearance.
She's gonna want something for this. God damn it. Wu. She rests her PDA on the mahjong table facing you. The tried boss's tongue slips from... Wait, what? Oh, the tried boss's tongue slips from her mouth as she looks over the top, hunting for the right button on its upside-down interface. She finds it and looks up at you again.
I have news to share with you, my darlings. The kind you won't like. Raymond Black is dead!
Taps the button and a recorded newscast appears on the screen. Raymond's photograph appears on the screen behind a reporter standing on the docks in Victoria Harbour. It's a picture you've seen before, a professional portrait taken for a press release about a youth center he was opening in the Redmond Barrens. Under Raymond's photo are the words, Seattle man killed. It's like Florida man, but with Seattle. Another shooting involves the police department. A Seattle community organizer and industrial engineer was apparently shot and killed while resisting arrest at Victoria Harbour last night. HKPF police report that the UCAS man Raymond Black was behaving erratically and would not respond to police orders to surrender. No additional information regarding Black or why he was traveling to Hong Kong are available. Police have stated that due to this shooting's proximity to last night's shootout with the White Star, the investigation must remain confidential and no other details are being revealed at this time. Kelly Cheng taps the button again and the video closes. It's not like she did an awful lot of research for this. It was literally on TV. Or on the Trit, I guess it's called. Wu puts his hand to his face. This just keeps getting worse. If you honestly thought that he was still alive, you're fucking naive, Wu. Definitely isn't getting any better. You were right, Auntie. That was news I did not like. Fucking bong. Raymond's dead. Wu puts his hand over his mouth, trying to process the information. He sways, and for a moment it looks as if he's going to pass out. Oh, come on, dude. He was our foster father. Like, it's not like... Well, I can't actually think of anything more important, to be honest. Like a real father. Isabel reaches out to touch Wu, but thinks better of it and pulls back her hand. Yeah, this guy's dirty. Here we go, Redface. Gobbet, that's her name. Sorry for your loss. I never had a father, so I don't know what it's like to lose one, but sorry. Wow. Way to throw that in there, Gobbet, huh? Way to one-up him. Well, I never had a father. Look at me. Look at Wu being sad about losing a father. I never had one to lose. But no one pities me, good old Gobbet. No, I just had my rats all day, every day. 65 days of the year. Son of a bitch, Raymond's dead. Only just now realizing it. Raymond dies the same night we're ambushed? That's no coincidence. No fucking way. Kindly taps the video closed. She hunts around the keypad and selects another button. I'm afraid that's not all, my darlings. This is security footage from Victoria Harbour from last night. You'll find it contains a contradiction. Ooh. The PDA shows silent, grainy video footage of Raymond sitting in a tea shop flanked by two guards, looking down at something in his hand, completely distracted. Where's he supposed to be? I guess that's him. No, wait, two guards. Where's he? Is that supposed to be him? And these are... I didn't even see this one. And these are his guards? He's not sitting down, but whatever. The footage continues and the camera displays several black-clad figures entering its field of view from different angles. Guns ready. A tall, sharply dressed man in a suit walks briskly towards Raymond, flanked by two more. Guess this guy? I don't understand. Well, Raymond stands to face him, and the camera gets a clear view of the suit's face. White plastic. Is that supposed to tell me something? His guards turn to draw weapons, and muzzle flashes erupt from all sides. One of Raymond's guards goes down, and his submachine gun fires wildly, hitting the camera. Amateur. Wu puts his hands on the table and then leans in. Those weren't cops. Raymond wasn't resisting arrest. What's with that guy's face? You're one to talk. Gorbett reaches up to stroke the red perched on her shoulder. Is that a mask? No one has ever asked you that, right? It doesn't look like a mask. It looks like some sort of semi-rigid plastic implant. Real craftsmanship. Pushes out her lower lip in appreciation. Quite a fashion accessory. It's also the kind of fashion accessory that stands out in a crowd. This guy's either a full-on arrogant son of a bitch. Sets his jaw firm. Once more, I guess. Either way, I'm gonna find him. Kylie Chang watches Wu intently. I believe you. She believes him. Wu stands back and turns to you. What now? We stay in the shadows. We don't. We're dead too. Find a plastic-faced man and drag him somewhere private. Make him dig his own hole, then we fill it. Find out who this plastic-faced man is, then we get some answers. Here we go. Let's be sensible. With what resources? Chang's eyes sparkle. I'm afraid there are some facts you're going to have to face. Like the white-faced man. She puts on a grey face. A lot about faces today. You're alone in this country. No network, no money, no identity. I can protect you from the police, but how would you go about discovering what happened to Raymond without me? How would you survive? This is a topic that requires serious consideration. Kindly wipes a hand across a stack of tiles, spreading the ivory-colored pieces across the table. You've had a very long night, my sweets. Very long. And frankly, you all look like shit. Rest now. I promise you safety in my town for the night. We'll talk about the plastic-faced man tomorrow. She must know who he is, and she must want him dead too. Kindly gestures to Gorbett and Isabel. Ladies, go find our new friends a place to bed down in that rat's nest squat boat you call home. We'll all talk after you've slept. Figure out our next steps together. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Thank you for your help, Auntie. Can I ask a question, Auntie? I did the same thing last time. No questions, my darling. Sleep. I'll figure out what to do with you in the morning. Let's go, Bong, and beat to hell. Okay, Duncan, let's go. No questions for Auntie Chang. Bye-bye, Auntie Chang. Bye-bye. Where's your boat? There's one up here. Is it down here? No. Oh, it's somewhere over here. Let's sleep for now. Let's save and sleep. Whoa, that boat is huge! It's not just your guy's boat, right? You have to share this with someone. It's the bolt hole. It's one bolt of a hole, I can tell you that. You two can bunk here for a while. She nods with her nose towards a hatch. If each got a head to take care of your necessaries, try to knock before you enter someone else's, okay? Okay. Seriously. What? I know the drill. Wu turns to you. Stinks of fish, just like the place we squatted at on Leary Avenue back when we were kids. The one with that Aztlan family and their dog. Remember it being a dump? You hated that dog. They were good people. You hated that dog, Wu! I still can't forgive you! He kept digging out my food stash, no matter where I hid it. He'd find it and scarf down a week's worth of grub! Wipes his nose with a gloved hand. Still, it was sad what happened to him. And the family. No one should go out that way. What did you do to them? Stretches and his spine pops like a handful of firecrackers. I think I've been up for something like 36 hours straight. Drops his arms. It's been one shit stain of a day. Time to end it. The orc turns to you, raises an eyebrow. Anything you need before I leave it to it? Is she coming on to me? Is it just you and Isabel living here? Is there a place for my stuff? How do you get your hands on this place? Gonna grab some slack time too. It's just you and Isabel? Yeah, Gobbett's mouth. Fuck, I can't read. Gobbett's mouth screws up a bit. Now that Nightjar and Gutshot are gone, it's just us. Oh my god. Which dead person's bed am I gonna sleep in? Can you tell me? The squeal of metal grinding on metal rips through the boat. It sounds like it's coming from the level below. And the creepy Russian guy renting the engine room downstairs. Oh, the creepy Russian guy. Nothing to worry about. He mostly keeps to himself. She checks her PDA. He'll stop soon. He's usually quiet by now. Okay, is there a place for my stuff? Check in the locker over there. You can stash your stuff in it. No one will touch your things in there, and it's a lot bigger than it looks. That's what I keep telling the girls as well. How did you get your hands on this place? How do people like us get our hands on anything? We found it. You found it empty? Sweeps his eyes across the cabin. Doubt is plain on his face. Somebody abandoned a prime piece of real estate like this? She shrugs. Close enough. It was full of BTL junkies when we came across it. They were completely wigged out on some multiplayer cyber game. I'm not sure they ever chipped out of it, rather. They were completely emaciated, stewing in piles of their own shit. The ice had sunk into the skulls. Pretty gruesome stuff. Man, I would be a drug addict in the Fallout universe, I think. Racked up a killer score, though. True, they had the moves. Should have hung an IV while they were playing, though. Turns out nutrition is important. What happened? Did they die? She shrugs. Nightjar ran them out. Not sure what happened to them after that. Anyway, it's ours now. Auntie Cheng says so. All but the engine room, you mean? Right, everything but that. Auntie rented it out from under us. That must have pissed you off. She shrugs. Whatever, we weren't using it. As long as our downstairs neighbor keeps to himself, he can have the lower level. Especially if it keeps Auntie Cheng happy. We might have to visit this guy then. Gonna grab some... I'm gonna have to look around, thank you. Okay, but get some sleep soon. You look like you could use it. Thank you. We'll go see Cantley in the morning. Figure out our next move. Think we're gonna meet Mr. Strangler? Okay, there's my bunk and my stash. I don't really want to visit Duncan, but let's do it just for a quick second. Hey Bong, got some things I gotta take care of here. Let's talk later. Yeah, okay, he needs to jerk off. I mean, he hasn't for 36 hours. Understandable. Isabel has... Wow! Oh, gee, Isabel, how come your mom lets you have, like, this big room? Come back later, Bong Bong. I'm pussy. Okay. Wait, how do I get down, then? She's gonna tell me the same. Hey, Seattle. That's a cool nickname. I'm not really in the mood to hang out right now. Heavy stuff going down, you know? It'll be fine, but for the time being, I'd rather be alone. We'll talk later. I was just wondering how to get down. Is there even a way to get down? Eh? Oh, here, over here, they hit the hatch, I guess, which I can't interact with right now. Okay, I'm supposed to sleep. I get it, game, I get it. Don't do anything else, Lambda. You're supposed to be sleeping. The cot in your cabin is neatly made, with crisp-looking sheets and an insulated plastic blanket. A fine layer of dust coats its surface. It's been a long time since anybody slept here. Makes you wonder where the fuck Nightjar and this other guy, the asshole, slept before. Go to sleep. You climb into the cot and worm your way under the sheets. You've been starched stiff as boards, but you've slept beneath worse. The lice and bedbugs that plague your old prison cell are mercifully absent here, and the salt air is fresher than the rancid stink of the Redmond Barrens. And I wish I could smell some, like, salty air right now. Like some real fresh sea air. I'm not sure the air over here is fresh, but salty still. The moment your head hits the pillow, exhaustion sets in. You can barely keep your eyes open. Sleep washes over you like a warm bath. Everything goes black. Are we gonna have a dream sequence? Oh, here we go. We are. Is this supposed to be something with a cult or something? Because the intro was similar. I like it though. It's like mystical. I love the art style. It's amazing. It's very well executed for... I guess these games didn't have much of a budget, did they? The dream is suffocating. The shifting tunnel of glass and steel, the towering silhouette of dark majesty, the shadowy doorway, and the teeth. The teeth! They snap at your heels as you claw your way back to consciousness. You open your eyes to Duncan looming over you. He shakes his shoulder roughly. Bong! Come on, Bong, wake up! Gotta go talk to Kindly. Or Kindly. The others have already left. What's the problem, Duncan? Let's go off your shoulder. Cocks a thumb at the hatch. We gotta go. I've been trying to wake you up for a while now. You were thrashing around in your sleep. Thanks, let's keep going. I want to keep a mob boss waiting. I was having one hell of a nightmare. Thrashing around? Yeah, you were clawing at the air. Clawing, huh? Did I say anything? No, I just mumbled a bit. Nothing good to make out. Scowled. Didn't sleep well either. Bad dream. What about? Oh yes, like the merchant said that the dreams come in here, right? He shrugs. I never remember my dreams all that well. It was probably motion sickness, not used to sleeping on a boat. I don't believe I've slept on a boat before, but can you really tell that you're moving? Maybe it depends on the size of the boat. I haven't been on a lot of boats in my life anyway, but I woke up a little while ago and hit the head. Then I came back and woke you. Doing okay? I'll survive. Fingers hit a knot. He winces. What? Man, nothing's gone right since we stepped foot in this country. I'll tell you something, though. It is after a full night's sleep. I don't believe Ray's dead. What? Are you demented? He's dead, Duncan. You heard the news report. You saw the surveillance footage. I hope you're right, but I gotta say, it doesn't look good. What makes you say that? Think about it. That statement from the cops on the newscast could be fake. Ours was. That surveillance footage, we never saw Raymond get shot. Camera was hit by stray gun. Oh, actually, you're right. Camera was hit by stray gunfire. Passion is intense, but contained, focused. Raymond's alive, Bong. I know it. You make a good case, Officer Wu. So what do you want to do now? Raymond is dead, Duncan. We need to accept that and move on. What do you want to do? I don't know. Wait for Ali to turn up, I guess. He smiles. His teeth are white and straight and perfect. Just the muscle, remember? You're the brains of this outfit. Just like when we were kids. God, I feel like I'm 12 years old again, squatting on a stinking trawler. My partner's gone, Raymond's gone, hell, I'm gone. I don't even have a name anymore. And now I can't even go to sleep and hide from it all without having a nightmare. His jaw tightens and his teeth grind so loud you can hear it. He really needs to go see a dentist with all of that jaw stuff going on for him. What else is going to be taken away from me? Still have that piercing you got in Tacoma? Hold it together, Duncan. Self has returned the tables. Pardon me. I'm very sorry today. Do some taking of our own. I'm here, Duncan. And no, I don't want to lie to him. I might be going somewhere. Still got that piercing on your dick like the Prince Philip? I had to drop that. Hygiene issues. Wu struggles to smile. He fails. What the hell did we fall into here, Bong? I mean, what's coming next? Isn't it obvious? Look around. We're sinless, living in the shadows, dealing with criminals. I don't know, but whatever it is, we'll deal. Drops his hands to his hips and takes a couple of deep breaths. That's right. It's like Ray always said. Shut up, Duncan, and let Bong do the talking. Life is improvisation. When the winds of change blow, some people build walls, others build windmills. Chuckles finally. I don't remember Raymond saying that. He said it under his breath a lot. Don't mess with me, woman. You know I've got anger management issues. Checks his watch. Gobbert and Isabel left a while ago. We should get going too. See what that triad lady has to say. Yeah, and let me do the talking. Jesus Christ, Duncan. Let's go. Well, thank God she's just right across the street, if you can call it that, I guess. Like, we can run in 5 seconds flat. Very good if you oversleep. Oh, who that? Auntie. Kindly's place reeks of stale cigar smoke and fresh urine. The clicking of mabong tiles is strangely absent. In its place is low murmur of laughter and an air of eager anticipation. All eyes are focused on a groaning figure kneeling bloody and bound at the feet of Kindly Cheng. Oh, it's Mr. Strangler. She beckons to him with a finger and he struggles towards her, the loud rustling of the plastic tarp crackling under his knees as he moves. His pants are wet with fear. An acetylene torch lies on the table at Cheng's right hand. Kindly Cheng ignores the scene. She behaves as if all is right in the world. How did you sleep, my little ones? Like a baby, Auntie. I'm still in the afterglow of our tour of the walled city. Not too well, Auntie Cheng. I had a bad dream. Fine, thanks. What's with the guy on the floor? Let's just ignore him as well. Like a baby. The triad's boss eyes turn to half moons of amusement. Afterglow? Really? She nods her head back towards the pillar of meat standing behind her. Then you should be delighted to say hello to your old friend, Strangler Bao. He's here because of you. How very pleasant to see you again, Mr. Strangler. What's up, beef? Ignore him. Let's be utterly oblivious. Bao inclines his head 1/4 of an inch. Well then, now that the niceties are over, let's get to the nasties. She indicates the kneeling man with an incline of her nose. Shit, but he is a plainclothes cop. Snuck into the area last night while you were... where were you sleeping? Oh god, pardon me. Hoping to... I need to drink something in a second. Hoping to find you and kill you before his competition got to you first. My men found him outside the trawler you were sleeping on. They saw to it that your rest was undisturbed and that your location remained a mystery. Man, Kindly Cheng is really kind. I really like her. She's an impressive auntie. She nods her head back towards the pillar of meat standing behind her. You could thank Mr. Bao for that. Ooh, nod at him, ignore him, or thank you for guaranteeing our safety, Mr. Strangler. So you're the night watchman now, buddy? Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Strangler. Bao inclines his head 1/4 of an inch. She addresses the bloody man on his knees. Now, shitbird, tell my friends here what you told me. I don't know anything, I swear. We just got the orders in last night. Pushes his head towards you and woo from the floor, struggling to keep his balance. Somebody high up wants these two dead. The whole department is on it. I don't know anything else. Someone from high up? The old woman lifts her foot, taps his chin with the toe of her shoe. How high? The cop looks up at her, looks around at the room filled with tried soldiers. One of them opens his coat and shows the cop something inside. He closes it and slowly and winks. I'm not sure he needs any more intimidation, being on his knees in a puddle of blood and urine, knowing full well that everyone in this room could kill him easily with their bare hands since he's bound. We don't need to show him guns with a little wink. Anyway, the cop drops his head to his chest. All the way up. It's someone on the council. Someone on the executive council wants these two dead? Cheng spits on him with a sneer. Fuck your ancestors to the 18th generation. Give me the truth. The cop wears the spittle. He never lifts his head. He wears the spittle. It's the truth, madam, I swear it. Whoever it was labeled them as terrorists. We're to terminate them with extreme prejudice. Kindly Cheng shuffles closer to the kneeling cop, reaches down and strokes his head with a hand. Nice. Then she slowly digs her fingers into his scalp. She pulls back hard until his chin points high. The tried boss leans in close and searches his eyes with her own. That's all he's got. She lets go of his head and smooths his bust-cut hair with her hand. For whatever reason, last night someone on the Executive Council of the Free Enterprise Zone ordered the Hong Kong police force to kill two nobodies from Seattle. I find that fascinating. And don't you? Not really. Corporations can just order the cops to kill people here? That's not fascinating. Yes, but why the need to label us international terrorists? That's fascinating. I call that some messed up shit. Just a reminder for you, what kind of people you're working with. Idiots? She strokes the policeman's cheek with the back of her hand. Let me drink something really quick. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I don't even have my like muting thingy enabled. Mic mute. Okay. Give me a second. I know. It's not on Let's Talk. It should be a be right back or technical difficulties. I'm gonna mute myself, drink something. I'll be back in like 5 seconds, okay? Alright, I'm back. She strokes the policeman's cheek with the back of her hand. Her rusty voice becomes sweet as she explains the ways of the world. Propriety, my darling. When the government has someone gunned down, they prefer to make it appear justified. The people feel safer when their murders feel like part of civilization. Damn, that's like a truth bomb right here. My, but you have definitely falling into the deep end of the pool. And I can't swim. Seattle isn't like Hong Kong. There, the megacorps control the government. Here, the corps are the government. What's the difference? Exactly. You mean in Seattle there's maybe like tiny instances of actual justice? While here there is no justice, or? The exec council is chosen by the corporate board of governors. They're basically the legislative and executive branches of the Hong Kong government in one tiny package. Yeah, but it doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter if they do it from the shadows or legally, basically. 8 people call all the shots, neat and efficient. Kindly Cheng steps back from the cop and lights one of her thin black cigars. For the wage slaves and the civilian sheep, the corporations are a pantheon of gods who wield absolute power. She looks around the room. But not for us. The tried woman takes a long pull from a cigar and taps her ash on the kneeling cop's head. Just to add insult to, I guess, a lot of injuries. Who else knows about my guest's visit to here, or a shitbird? No one, madam. I hadn't called it in yet. I wanted to kill for myself. No one knows you're here, I swear it. She turns to her enforcer. Mr. Bao. Bao fiddles with the PDA in his meaty hands. It's telling the truth. No outgoing calls on his PDA. Very good. Thank you, Bao. She nods at the cop. Thank you for your honesty. In one smooth motion, Strangler Bao produces a silenced pistol, fires it once into the policeman's head, replaces it in his jacket. His face never changes his expression. Well, he's put out of his misery now, so he should really be thankful. Looks like the trials can be just as efficient. I was wondering what we were going to do with him. What the hell? It was a cop. Come on, Bong Bong. I also was wondering. Cheng takes a drag on a cigar. Yes, my darling. She balances her cigar on a shot glass, picks up some Mabong tiles and begins playing with them absently. It's clear our friend Raymond Black was up to something involving the walled city, something having to do with prosperity. And this executive council member wanted Raymond dead for it. She stacks her tiles on one by one. Clickety-clack. Now they want you dead for it too. Click. This plastic-faced man may show up on your door one day too. She knocks the pile over and it clatters to the table loudly. I have a proposal for you, my sweets. A smile lights up her dead black eyes. Work for me. I thought I already did, to be honest. With Nightshot and Gutshot, that's his name, Gutshot dead, I find myself with 2 job openings. Fill them. Yes, Auntie, I'm gonna fill all of your openings, please. I have need of deniable assets here. Players unaffiliated with the triads who can take care of some of the more unsavory business needs about town. You've proven yourselves resourceful, and you have no existing connections here. That can be a positive in this line of work. Shadowrunners. Dun dun dun. Wu grunts. His jaw tightens, but he stays quiet. Wu, you really need to take, let this get looked at. I mean, it must hurt to tighten your jaw all the time. You must be so fucking tense. In exchange, I will keep you safe from pests like this one. She nods at the body of the floor. The pool of blood on the plastic wrap continues to widen. You'll have safe harbor here in my town and a steady source of income. She picks up a handful of tiles again. And while you dip your toe into the waters of corporate espionage, organized crime, and clandestine mercenary actions, I will employ my network to find a plastic-faced man and gather information about Raymond Black. Where he's been, who he's talked to, who stood to gain from his death, what's this prosperity could be. What's in it for you? Putting out a lot of effort to help a pair of foreigners. Not foreigners, my sweet. Valued business associates. I need to learn who killed one of my clients and then order the cops to execute my team of Shadowrunners. Her voice drops and she becomes deadly serious. This is a brazen disregard of my power. Fate dictates it must be confronted, or I stand to lose everything. Oh. How would the arrangement work? We're Westerners. Isn't that a liability in this business? We need to find out who killed Raymond and why. Yeah, how exactly? What are we looking at here? You find the right jobs for people with your talents. Or rather, I find the right jobs for people with your talents. You do what our clients cannot do for themselves, like tie their shoelaces and wipe their butts. I take a finder's fee in small percentage of your earnings. You make a lot of new yen very quickly. It's all very civilized. She leans in. Work with me. Allow me to help you make money. Let my network work for you and help you find out what you've gotten yourselves into. Without my help, you won't last a day out there. You are completely out of your depth, I'm afraid. You need a partner. Kindly Cheng will be your partner. Wu's hands go to his hips. Drops his head and shakes a little, confused. I gotta wrap my brain around this, Bong. Things are moving fast, there's a lot to process. I forgot you're a dummy. I could see this coming from like 15 hours ago. Think about it, Duncan. This gives us freedom to find out what happened to Ray. You had to see this coming, Duncan. I did. Come on, Wu. You and me on the streets together again. I know, I get it. Just gotta reconcile this whole... He grips the back of his neck, squeezes hard, rips his hand away. What's going on? Fuck it, I'm not a cop anymore. That guy's dead. He nods, the decision's made. I'm in. What about you? I'm in too. Didn't have anything back home anyway. Good money in the shadows. It's about time I cashed in. I'm in until I can clear my name and get the hell out of Hong Kong. Gonna find out who killed Raymond. Someone's gotta pay. I think Ray's still alive too. Let's run to the shadows and figure out what happened to him. Let's think. In the last game, we were already Shadowrunners, right? But who did we work for by the end? I think we basically worked for a rogue AI, or did we defeat the AI in the end? Did we set free the dragon instead? How was it? What was it again? I think in the end I fucked the AI, right? I was working with the AI for the longest time, but just because I wanted stuff from her. And then I erased her or something? Or did I let her roam free? I did free the dragon. I did kill Vauclair, or whatever his name was. Was it Vauclair? Oh, I can't quite remember. It's been a while. Has it been a year? I like how kindly contrasts with previous games fixes. A good reminder that Shadowrunners are criminals. We're a bit too heroic in previous games. Yeah, well... Day of the Magnet. People like to see themselves in heroic roles, right? But I like playing a good villain every once in a while, like being the bad guy a little bit. Just as a role play, of course. I'm not a bad guy myself, right? If I was, I would have made an apology video about me being in dark places already. I'm on YouTube. I know how it goes. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I didn't have anything back home anyway. He looks at you and lets out a chuckle. Yeah, you might want to ask yourself why someday. Fucking jerk! Don't bring this up in front of Mrs. Auntie. Okay, I mean, but this is temporary. This is a temporary situation for me. Duncan, this is not temporary. Raymond is alive, I'm sure of it. So I'll run the shadows as long as Auntie Chang keeps up her end of the bargain and helps us figure out what's really happened to him. Then I'm gonna find my father. Then it's done. AOA is now open to you. She gestures to her lieutenant, who raises a finger to her ear and whispers into her sleeve. Oh, my throat. First order of business. Bong Bong, he has already chosen a street name. Oh, I guess, yeah, since I'm Bong Bong. She turns her attention to Wu. But Duncan, Wu don't exist anymore. You'll need one too. Wu sighs. Yeah, okay, I think of something. I like Gansho. Gobbet rubs her cheeks against her reds, a glint in her eye. I think we've already got it covered, Gansho. She turns to Isabel. Fits, doesn't it? I like Gansho. It sounds like a wrestler's name. The Gansho. Isn't that literally a wrestler's name? The Gansho? Doing the wrong things for the right reasons. Yes. I could make so many sex jokes here, but I won't. Indeed. I knew that was gonna stick. It has stuck. Gobbet, Isabel, we'll handle this the same way we did with all of your previous work. She didn't say Nightjaw. All the jobs I line up for you will be sent to your computer on the squad boat. Pointing at you. My computer? I am the leader type, but I got it. Why her? It's a simple process of elimination. She points to the little decker. Isabel isn't the leader type. You got that right. She moves her finger to the orc girl. It's for Gobbet. Let's just say Gobbet doesn't have a head for business. Not my thing. Then she rests her finger on Wu. And then there's Gansho. She wiggles it. The jury's out on Mr. Gansho. Meaning? Her response is direct, straightforward. Meaning there's a lot going on with it. Within? There's a lot going on within that head of yours? Man, that's like the fact that there's like a whatever. Right now, not sure I can trust you. I'm in charge because I'm the best of the worst. Gansho will be fine. No, he won't. Jerry's out with me too, Duncan. You're raw nerve, and I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. I'm the best of the worst. Here we go, but still the best. Oh, my sweet, don't put it that way. She opens her arms. You're the most equipped for the role. It's making sense. You're the right person for this, Bong. Okay then, guess I'm running the show. Oh. Shit. It's time to decide. Where's the most bongs in the reply? Okay then, guess I'm running the show. It's not gonna be the one. I had a handle back in the Baron's Bong Bong. Guess it's time I dusted it off. That's 2 bongs. Bong Bong doesn't exist anymore. Call me Bong Bong. That's 4 bongs by process of, again, elimination. And our rule that we have to take the response with the most bongs. Bong Bong doesn't exist anymore. Call me Bong Bong. Who shakes his head? Eyebrows raised. Gonna be weird calling you Bong Bong again. Haven't called you that since we were kids. This is so nonsensical. Gobbet looks down from Isabel to Wu to you. Guess it's our new crew. Red on her shoulder scurries to the top of her head for a better view. Welcome to the shadows, Bong Bong. Hey, hello friends. I can level them up now. So I guess I got enough firepower. I don't really want... Do I want Gobbet to be more, like, ranged? Let's see what she can get later on. And then again, I can choose between each, so I should just pick and choose between each of them. Territoriality. Augment skill, range combat. Gobbet spends some time on the firing range, increasing a range combat skill. SMG specialization by 1. Spirits will never break away in the first 2 rounds after summoning them. That's like 2 rounds of near infinite AP, right? Is it worth going for spirit control with her? Gobbet's red totem invocation does 99 damage to any hostile spirit. The spell can only be used on spirits. Well, I guess there's gonna be one. Otherwise this would be entirely useless. Or Gobbet's red totem invocation can steal control of spirits that have been summoned by enemy shamans. Note that only 1 spirit can be under control until rank 5 spirit control, which increases to 2. I guess I'm going for spiritualist with her. Spirits are now present for an additional turn before dispelling themselves, for a total of 3 rounds. Gobbet now carries a devil red spirit fetish in a standard equipment. Gobbet can now consume spirits, imbue himself with their power. Consuming a spirit heals her, and her AP is increased by 1 during that time. Formulates a new version of the haste spell. Increase the friendly target's AP by 1 for 4 rounds. When cast, Gobbet's accuracy is increased by 15. Wow, that's actually better than this, I guess. Gobbet gains a conjuring spell which sets 4 heavy covered barriers that last 3 rounds. Anyone that enters takes 14 HP and 1 AP damage. Poison fog. Ooh. Actually, like, her territoriality stuff is not too bad either. It's definitely more direct combat oriented. Gobbet is a shit shooter. I hate summoning. It's quite a puzzling choice. We're gonna go for this. And with Isabel, we'll definitely go for decking, I guess. Then again, let's see. Isabel gains the Tar Blaster 1 program. Upgraded version of Blaster that also sticks enemies in place for 1 round. It's not... Isabel's grenade launcher can now fire remote mines, which can be triggered to detonate at will. I hate remote mines in video games. Like, I'm too small, like, too dumb to use them, basically. I just hate mines in general. Pistol ability. Increase accuracy, or marks weak points in an opponent's armor. That's pretty good. For, like, bosses and stuff. Mini launcher is now packed with napalm charges. Pretty good. Dual routine boost program. Increase persona speed while sneaking. Bright light system cyber eye. Temporarily blinding an opponent. That's good. If the user is ever brought into a stunned state, they will be jolted awake with 1 AP. But situational again. Isabel's mini launcher now strips 1 armor with every normal shot. Fuck, it might be worth going for a mini launcher, like, overall here. While Isabel is jacked off into the Matrix, attacks on a physical body are reduced by 3 damage. That's fucking dog shit, because I'm gonna guard it anyway. For now, let's get the mines. Come on, we might Yeah, we might use it anyway. And Duncan is gonna be like full gun show, I guess. Lethal force, firepower round. Duncan gains an assault rifle ability that fires a single shot of incendiary ammo. Love it. Does an additional 2 damage and pierces up to 2 armor. Cooldown 2. Fucking pretty good. Crowd control. Duncan gains a rifle ability that does 2 AP damage and imbalances targets, making him easy to hit on subsequent attacks. Ability cannot do critical damage. Fuck, this both are pretty good, but like I love damage over time. And incendiary ammo is like amazing. Mercy kill. 99% chance to hit an enemy who has less than 25% HP remaining. Fuck, this is amazing. This one is like... Jesus. Duncan's subdue ability has its cooldown reduced. I haven't used this yet. It could be great as well. Like it's like a culling strike on either enemies that are low or enemies that are stunned, basically. Duncan's standard equipment now includes a lethal shrapnel-filled grenade or a flashbang. Full autofire no longer has a minus 10% penalty to accuracy. A new weapon, a melee range shock baton. Well, I guess it works pretty well with the subdue ability. Thing is, you have the subdue ability anyway. It's just that the cooldown is higher. So it might be worth going for this one later. Duncan has a magnetic cyber arm installed. Throw back incoming grenades. How would that even work? A new consumable item, a gas grenade. Minor HP damage. Creates a cloud of choking gas. Let's give him the firepower round. Pardon me again. Let's see. I liked summoning in Hong Kong a lot. It was some sort of funny trick you could do with it, but I forgot what exactly. Some way to max out summon AP every round without any consequence. Well, yeah, looks like this one, right? The first 2 rounds, it's just like you can go as hard as you want. Subdue 1 hit kills any stunned enemy. That arm on Duncan is very useful. Grenade arm is funny as fuck. Well, I remember being hit by grenades a lot in Dragonfall, and even in this campaign already we've been hit by like 2 grenades, I believe. So definitely gonna get. It's gonna be a while until level 6 to worry. Okay, we're done. We leveled everyone up. Might be time to quick save and go. We're gonna choose a mission. Crew advancement available. No, I did that already. Thank you. We're gonna choose a mission, and then we're gonna pay a visit to the doctor and see if we can get something installed already on our body. I'm gonna go all like cybernetic in this playthrough if possible. Also, I can go down the hatch, which I'm gonna do immediately. Hello, Mr. Russian man, Rakta. Before I talk to you, I'm gonna go through your belongings. There's nothing here. Just a very disgusting room, my friend. Are you a decker? Oh, give me a second again. Ah, sorry. Jesus Christ. It's my throat. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much, but have you guys ever vomited so hard that it came out like through your nose as well? I did it all afternoon, so my throat is really sore. And I didn't think this could happen when vomiting, but that's a lot to talk even. It's oppressively hot down here, and the air is full of synthetic odors that grab you by the sinuses and refuse to let go. You can smell engine grease and melting plastic, ionized air and lead solder. Ionized? What does ionized air smell like? I'm sure Lightning Hand could answer. He answered what iron smells like after all. Or metal. Was it metal or iron? Rakta. Everyone likes this guy. Let's see. A quick scan of the room tells you why. The downstairs tenant has converted this space into a machine shop. Metal fabrication tools and duraplastic extruders line the walls, and a pair of heavy industrial manipulators hang from the ceiling. A man in a black trench coat stands with his back to you, staring at the monitor mounted above a sturdy workbench. He addresses you without turning. Or maybe he's a rigger. I was wondering when I'd meet the new neighbor. His voice is pleasant, cultured. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give him my voice then. There's a hint of a Russian accent. Oh, I can butcher something. He's gonna get my Astotskan accent, don't worry. Like my French one, my I don't know, my Spanish one, my Irish one, my Russian one. It's an all-in-one package. It's the Astotskan package. It's buried under layers of nuance.
Please stay where you are. I'll be with you in just a moment. Unless you fancy unplanned trip to Cromally, don't touch anything. All manner of tools in here that could take your hand clean off.
This is gonna get annoying. Take your time, I won't touch anything. Thanks for the warning. I know how to handle myself in a shop, I'll be fine.
Perhaps I should mention that I also have healing, militarized, semi-autonomous drone prowling shop. Please keep hands to yourself. As I said, won't be a moment.
Oof. Let's see what's on the screen. The feed on the monitor looks like some sort of design software. You can see what appears to be a slim, spidery appendage and off-graphic and perspective views.
Very good. Yes, coming along nice. Very nice indeed.
Ooh. Oh yeah, he looks cool. He looks evil, but still like slick and smug. He turns towards you, smiling, and for the first time you can see his face. He has broadly handsome Slavic features and a chiseled jaw. His eyes are like flecks of ice.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, miss.
Oh god, fuck me, I need to count it. There's one bong more down here. Bong bong, it's no problem, don't worry about it. Bong, 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 good to meet you. Why don't you tell me about yours first? Bong. My name is Bong. Bong, bong. Bad choice of accent, Lambda. Here's a lot of dialogue. Well, I live with my bad choices for 31 years now.
And you as well? Now tell me, what can I do for?
His voice trails off as a flash of motion catches his eye. With alarming speed, a sinister-looking drone scuttles out from under the work table. Its movements are surprisingly agile and fluid. The machine rears back menacingly, spreading its forelegs in a clear sign of aggression. The man's smile tilts and his tone goes apologetic.
Please, don't mind the drone. He can be territorial, but as long as you remain civil, he will not bite. Not?
That did make sense. He extends a hand. Simultaneously, the drone relaxes into a neutral position, lowering its killing legs.
Rakta, my mechanical counterpart is called Koshi.
Shake his hand. A pleasure. Slap him 5. Sup, man. Refuse to shake. Good to meet you. No, shake his hand. Come on, you don't refuse to shake the hand someone has stretched out to you. That's like... That's really rude. A pleasure. Also, I like him already. Like, if he's the man I need to get my hands on a mechanical companion. His hand is rough and abnormally warm to the touch. Shakes your hand with a solid grip.
Very pleased to meet you, my friend. In a community such as Hayoi, it's important to be on good terms with one's neighbor.
Agreed. Speaking of which, I'd like to ask you some questions if you have time. Absolutely, don't have time to chat. No, I have questions. Glanced at the brace on his forearm. A technical display winks to life, then gutters out.
Very well. This morning's casting should still be cooling for a few minutes yet. Time enough to talk.
And said this morning's casting. What did you mean? Koshi is an interesting name for a drone. What does it mean? I guess we're going to find out if we ask this. Got some interesting machinery in here. Not the kind you'll typically see outside of corporate settings. Are you Russian? I thought I caught a hint of an accent there. Koshi. Oh, look! Academic again! Man, I really should have invested. I've been told so, okay? I've been told several times. Get academic, Lambda. There's a lot of academic tags in this game. And I said, no. Bong Bong is not charismatic enough to be an academic. Did I choose and starter etiquette? What did I choose? Did I choose Shadowrun or something? Oh no, I chose like clerk or something, right? I must have.
Yes, I suppose that is. Not many riggers would name their most prized possession after a villain from a fairy tale. Not to my heritage, I suppose.
What? Koshi is a... Like, where's... Is this an actual fairy tale? I'm not choosing to do the Astotskan accent for a very talky character after having thrown up for 3 days straight. It's a bold move. Send that link with a let's talk, please. Koshi. Okay, maybe I can remember to Fuck me, I'm regretting it already. Look it up later. What was the fairy tale about? I know the story, okay. Maybe he likes talking about it, you know. A thoroughly unpleasant person. Gaucher the Deathless. He was cold and for good reason. His soul was cleverly hidden outside of his body. He could not be killed as long as it remained intact. He's like a lich with a phylactery? Gaucher was a villain, notorious kidnapper of women, but something about him always stuck with me. I'm dying. I suppose that it was the notion of immortality through cleverness that resonated. There was something to be learned from that, I was sure. And so, when it came to name came time to name my beloved creation, his was the first name that came to mind. And is it drawn deathless like its namesake? In a manner of speaking, I suppose that he is. I have redundant copies of every piece of his architecture, and his core programming is stored on a disk in secret location. Should he ever suffer critical damage, I can easily bring him back. I had a plan once to automate the self-repair process. I must confess, quite ingenious. But alas, my research was lost. One day I will reclaim it, and Gaucher will become as deathless as the stories claim. It will not be today. I guess that's like the mission where you get that stuff, you bring it to him, and he joins a team, maybe. That's how I imagine it would go. Can I just grab something? Can I grab something to drink real quick, please? It's right in the room next to me. I'm not even going to mute myself, okay? You can... I'm going to grab a juice or something, even though, like... I know it's acidic and stuff and not good for my throat, but I need something to drink. Oh. Let's see what we have here. Alright. I get some juice. Hauling ASMR, I guess. Well, standing up really also like clogged my nose, which was full of vomit. I don't know if it's vomit still. It must be snot by now. It's not vomit, but fucking hell, have you ever like... I guess some of you must have like smelled your lunch coming up the wrong way. But I'm gonna mute myself while I'm drinking though. I'm just gonna shake this bottle because you're always supposed to shake your juice. Shake him real good. Okay, gonna mute myself and drink something. Give me a second. Some lovely vitamin D. I love a good dose of vitamin D, and so should you. Okay, let's see. He's a prototype for Lich. Okay, got some. That's amazing. I didn't, or I really didn't know that Liches were based on actual, well, I guess Russian folklore or something. Then got some interesting machinery in here. Are you Russian? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. He nods. You have good ear. I'm impressed. Yes, I grew up in Nizhny Novgorod. Went to school there. Started my career there in industrial sector. Very common story, I'm sure. I've also traveled a great deal, and in so doing, I've absorbed a number of other language and dialects, like this Stotskan one. How many languages do you speak? If you were born and raised in Russia, what brings you to Hong Kong? Got a good job of dropping your original accent. You're trying to distance yourself? How many languages? Counting Russian and Cantonese, 15. Wow! How can you speak 15 languages? My mind is blown. Well, there are people like that, right? Some people... I mean, I would love to be a person like this, to be honest. This would be my dream come true, being able to speak 15 languages. Communication is beautiful. And being able to communicate with so many people and choosing not to would be even more beautiful. Shames me to admit that I'm only literate in 12, however. It's still impressive. You're either way too hard on yourself or acting ashamed to cover up the fact that you're bragging. Why bother learning all of that organically? If you write no softs, you could speak as many languages as you like. Still impressive, I would say. Perhaps, when compared to the common man, but I've known a great many polyglots who can and do put me to shame. Is that what it's called, a polyglot? feel like I've read this before. Have we read this last time, the word polyglot? Gives you another half shrug and Koshei mirrors the gesture. Arabic has been particularly bugbear of mine. Unfamiliar characters like vowels. Lack of vowels? Really? Make it damn tricky to get a handle on. Or lack of vowels, not just... Wait, does he mean by lack, like no vowels at all? Or fewer vowels? Anyway. Suppose that all men have their limits. Okay, let's ask him about what he did this morning. Well, I just jerked off. Exactly what I said. Guessing that I made up a new locomotive assembly for Koshei. Gestures at the display above the work table. A biomimetic design, as you can see. This one is inspired by the walking legs of decapod crustacean. Mangrove crab, to be specific. Fascinating. Will this new leg assembly make your drone more effective? That remains to be seen, but there's more to life than combat effectiveness, is there not? Fabricating new components for Koshei unlock options, different ways of being, even the failures, and there have been many of value in this context. Wow, this is evolution, basically. How did you learn to do all of this? Would it be simpler to design the parts here and outsource to the fabrication? But that defeats the whole process of him learning. More training and experience than I care to mention, offers you a wry smile. Drone architecture was once my profession, you see. Now it's more of a calling, one that I'm free to pursue, now that I've freed myself from the shackles of corporate servitude. What do you get paid for? How are you working for Kindly Chang? Got some interesting machinery in here. You used to work for a corp, whose payroll were you on? This is interesting. And the next question would be how I can afford it. He sighs. And that is something of a sore subject. My departure was involuntary, you see. Did not part ways with my employer under the best of terms. I will tell you that I worked for Grishin Aviacorp, but you'll forgive me if I don't want to go into detail. I don't actually know, like, some countries are definitely more developed story-wise when it comes to Shadowrun, right? We know a lot about like the USA. I think Germany is another very big part of USA, UCAS they're called now. Germany is another big like sprawl of happenings in Shadowrun, and then I guess some parts of Asia. But is there like what does the remaining world look like? I don't even know, and that might be because of, as I said, like I consume the novels. And some of them were originally written by German authors, so I know a lot about like the German structure. Hence why Dragonfall was so interesting, actually. And other novels I've read were taking part in America. But I believe I've also read one that was like in South America. Not entirely sure. Polyglot is one who speaks all languages. When I grow up, I want to be a polyglot. Anyway, keeping all of this machinery running can be cheap. How can you afford it? So I don't know anything about like Eastern Europe or Russia or like the bigger parts of Asia. Like what's happening with China in general in Shadowrun in the universe? Anyway, freelance. At the risk of sounding immodest, I've commodified myself rather well. Always cooperations in need of design consultation. Be surprised by how lucrative such work can be. There's always other work that I can turn to in a pinch, rather. Okay. What other work besides consulting? He pauses and for a second something flashes in his eye. Koshei lowers its body into a crouch. A rather personal question, would you say? Sorry, didn't mean to pry. No, it's alright. After all, it was my throwaway comment that led you down this path. Cannot fault you for following it. What a sensible person! The truth be told, I don't feel especially comfortable discussing my side work with relative strangers. Suffice it to say that my freelance activities often fall on the illicit end of the spectrum. Well, I'm a Shadowrunner too. Tell you what, I'm just going to guess you're a Shadowrunner, aren't you? Well, Bong Bong is autistic, so she would keep pursuing it. Gives you a shallow nod. Dislike the term, but yes, I run the shadows. What gave me away? Your drone. People on the up and up don't build murder bots for fun. Nothing in particular, I just get that feeling. Design consultants live in apartments in Victoria Harbour. You're living in a rusted out boat in Aoi. Gotta be a reason for that. He shrugs. You're correct, of course. The residents of shadow communities are usually either too poor to live elsewhere or engage in behaviors too illicit to risk it. I will admit to being in the latter camp. Designing robotics is my passion, but it doesn't always pay the bills. Runs a hand over Koshi's armored chassis, caressing the sculpted metal with his fingertips. My status as a foreigner has proven something of an impediment in this regard. And so, sorry as I may be to say it, lion's share of my income flows from Koshi's aptitude for butchery. Such is life, I suppose. We do what we must do. What we must do what we love. Yeah. I love video games. It's like everybody on this boat runs shit. I want to pool our resources and work together. It's a little bit early, Bong Bong, but we can like maybe like get our fingers in the pot already. Get ready to grab Ractor. Purses his lips, considering compelling offer. I'm doing quite well on my arm, but I must admit there are certain jobs for which I'm unsuited. Magic elude me, and I'm not Decker. My strength comes from material object in the real world, solid things with mass and heft. Things that... My phone. I can build and operate. If this is Secretary saying, what the fuck am I hearing you talking about down there? Sadly, a great many clients... Give me a second. Sadly, a great many clients are only interested in teams that display mastery over the intangible. This group of yours, do you have people who can cover those bases? If so, then perhaps we can help each other out. How can you not already know that? You live right beneath our feet. Yes, we have a shaman and a decker, both competent at their jobs. I guess the game really wants you to be able to get him. In case you choose like a non-magic character like I did. Also got a former security expert. Best way to describe Duncan. Let's not mention Duncan. Duncan is like... He's a turn-off for anyone trying to join our team. Give me a second. Okay. So let's just say that we have a shaman and a decker. Is that what you want? Oh my god! Okay, I did recruit him already. Man, I'm... Like, my charisma must be higher than I thought it was. In that case, I will accept your offer on the provisional basis. We'll do a few runs together and see how we get on. If our association bears fruit, it will continue. If not, I will bid you my farewell and go back to working alone. How does that sound? Welcome aboard. Very good. Excellent. When you receive a job, you know where to find me. My skills and resources are at your disposal. There was another question I could ask you. Did I... Oh, give me a second. For fuck's sake. Sorry. Man, I'm unprofessional. I should just turn off my phone when streaming, but I can't. With that, I'm afraid I must bid you good day. Fuck, I lost my chance to ask him this other question. Well, I guess he did answer it already. All of this heavy machinery is down here because he's a fucking Shadowrunner. Still have work to do down here. Leg assembly won't clean itself. Bye-bye, Rector. Bye-bye. Bye. I can level him up now too, I guess. Good. Alright. The self-repair drone thing is like his upgrade side quest. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna do that, definitely. Like, I do like his character as well. He's very interesting. But then again, we haven't really learned a lot about Gobbet and Isabel yet. We know that Isabel... Gobbet might be too if she has no parents. Or no father, at least. Like, I think both of them like grew up in the slums, basically. We haven't bothered that much with the backstories of the companions, let's call them that, in Dragonfall. Just a little bit. But I feel like I also got like cock-blocked by what's her face? Gloria, I believe? The one with the claws? The good-looking one? We got cockblocked by Gloria, and that was the only backstory I would have been interested in the first place. But somehow it didn't work. So we didn't pursue it further. We might go for this side quest though. And maybe a few others. Reckless Drone Koshei gets a 5% accuracy boost for all attacks. Pretty good. Or Koshei's drone gains +1 movement speed. Moving 7 tiles per 1 AP. Is it a melee drone or a ranged drone? If it's a melee one, then more movement speed would be good. Or maybe I can choose. Let me see. Shotgun mount? Well, movement speed would be good for shotgun as well. Reckless drone gains an auto shotgun attachment. Additional 2 damage at the cost of 5 accuracy. Well, taking this would be good then, because it directly out-cancels it. Can hit adjacent targets. A Mangler, which I guess is the melee attachment. Well, I guess I can choose whether it's like a melee or ranged drone. Has both. Koshei is awesome. You miss a dialogue tree in which you will learn that he does all the science and production in-house as a matter of pride. Yes, I know. Like it, I didn't know which dialogue would lead me to where. I do like, however, that you can't exhaust it all in this game. You are always, if you don't do it the right way, intuitively, you're always going to miss something. I like that because it keeps it fresh for future playthroughs. You might find something new which you haven't read before. Or someone else has an entirely different experience playing this game than you. So what else we have? Overclock ability, +2 AP, 2 movement for 1 round. Reduced cooldown from the repair. And these are not, like, the overclock I guess is good for tight situations. All of the systems attack now pierce up to 2 armor. All of the firearm systems. So this is where you specialize, basically. Or Koshei gains clawed feet. All attacks in the melee systems to bleed targets. We already have a melee person with me. I'm not sure I want both of us to be on the front line. Koshei's firearm systems are augmented with the addition of a heavy laser mount. Wow. 4 HP damage, 1 AP damage, 5% accuracy over the standard attack. Cooldown 2. Oof. Ares heavy laser. Rip and tear. Its legs latch on and tear armor away from the target. Strips 4 armor. Strips 4 armor is fucking powerful though. Especially against like big bossy targets. Fuck, I don't know what to go for. I mean, if we want to go for the ranged route, taking this is mandatory. So awesome, in fact, he can cover your melee needs by itself. But I want to be glory killing everyone. I'm gonna take the accuracy. That's it, I'm committed. Also, give me a quick second. Okay, so is that my 4 designated like teammates basically for this game, or can I find someone else? Don't tell me actually, like that's heavily spoiler territory. How was it in Dragonfall? I can't remember. Like there were these mercenaries I could take as well, I think. Your workstation and mission computer. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu for the screen. You might do a small mission today still. Blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 600 messages. Okay, let's check the inbox then. 600 messages. Welcome to Heoi. From Kindly Chang. On behalf of your friends at the Heoi Chamber of Commerce, welcome to a new business venture. Already lined up 3 jobs for you. Remember to check your message often. Okay, these are not that important, right? Your mission computer from Isabel. Hey Bongbong, set up your mission computer to automatically collect and collate news reports with the keywords Raymond, Duncan, Walled City, etc. Also patched in a permanent link up to the Hong Kong shard of the Shadowlands BBS. Great place to connect with other runners, sell pay data, which we can, like maybe with the animal data. Get news from the street and so on. Don't be shy about taking a look. We will. Resources. It's from Mr. Strangler. I've been instructed to inform you of the various suppliers present in Haoi. Wanticheng has cultivated a commercial district of well-stocked and trustworthy vendors. Whoever you choose to do business with, you will be in good hands. Ermine Cafe at Club 88 is an excellent resource for acquiring additional weapons. Should you require any magical supplies, the Parlor of Five Faces. And that reminds me, like the weird magical parlor in Shadowrun Dragonfall. That was another, like, I couldn't even pursue that thread, right? Because I was just not magical enough. Hey, Demo is here. And so is Lightning Hand, actually. Forgot about the stream. Thought today was Friday. We're fleeing. I'm feeling better. Erica's here too, man. Everyone is here. Am I dying? Am I dying? Am I dead yet? Hi, Lambda. Did you ever miss me, or can you live without me? I can't live without you, Erica. You know that. You're like the shining light in my eye. The self-repair drone things. Oh, I've read this. Okay, sorry, I glanced through over most of you. You really need to visit a magic shop. Okay, I will. If you desire training in the path of the Adept, seek out Spider Shan. She can help you as well as supply with any close quarters weapons that you might desire. Okay, the path of the Adept. I guess, like, is this an archetype that you can go for in Hong Kong? Like, somewhat magic-y melee? Which I'm not gonna go for because I feel like I've already skilled over it already. Chrome Alley can supply with cybernetic enhancements. I'd rather go for this. And medical supplies. Proprietor 10 Armed Ambrose is a cyber surgeon of some repute. Law's Techno Palace is a Wampone run supplier of the local decking community. Place is hard to miss. Just look for a sign glowing in the sky. If you need drones, reliable Matthew's robot Bazaar is your best bet. And I pity you. Best of luck in the shadows. As fresh meat, you're likely to need its Strangler bow. Thank you, Mr. Strangler. I'm gonna, like, just in lore and in game, I'm gonna send him a reply. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Thank you, Mr. Strangler. Kind regards. Bong bong. Serial killer? From Kindly Chang, subject serial killer. I've got a problem, Bong Bong. You're going to help me solve it. Do a lot of business with the Wampoans. If you're not familiar with the term, I'll forgive you. You are an outsider after all. Outsider! The Wampoans are a tribe of, here we go, techno-fetishists and deckers who've taken up residence in the Wampoa Garden area of Hong Kong. Make and trade high-tech goods to people from all over the world. A lot of new yen passes through their pasty little fingers. Make a lot of money brokering deals between them and the smugglers here in Haoi. Hit a snag though, the Wampoan elders, the council of leaders, are being eliminated by a serial killer. They've asked me to dispatch someone to get to the bottom of it and stop the killings. And they're not taking their goods through my turf until I do. Wow. Hey, you better stop them killing us or we're not going to do business with you. Like, what is that kind of logic? So you're going to be my proxy, dear. I don't care how you do it, but I need those murders stopped. The Wampoans have delegates here in Haoi by the name of... A delegate, rather. Maximum Law. What a name. Hello, my name is Maximum Law. I think with a name Maximum, anything can sound impressive, like... hello, my name is Maximum Gurf. Mr. Gurf, call me Maximum, please. Speak with him if you wish to know more about Wampoa. He's got a big mouth, but he knows very little of importance. Don't expect much from that half-empty bottle of vinegar. You get your ass down to the Wampoa Garden and talk to the elders. Lie, cheat, and steal if you have to, so long as they are convinced that there won't be any more murders. I want my cut back, and I want it soon. Wait, you don't even want me to find a serial killer? Take the run. Oh, I take the run as in I'm doing it right now? Great. I'll tell the elders you're coming. Sorry, I didn't think there. You don't like outsiders. I immediately replied. Might shoot at you if you don't want him, that you'll be arriving. Pending jobs antiquary. Okay. Well, there was a job in my inbox, so I just took it. That's Bong Bong for you, right? I'm fickle. Erica? Lackluster? Yeah, it's lackluster. Adapt is magic melee. Okay. Should do this mission first for reasons. Alright, great. Good that I accepted it then. We're gonna do a somewhat longer stream than usual. Not longer than 3 hours, don't worry, I'm dying over here. Artifact Liberation. From Kindly Chang. Welcome to the Shadows, Bong Bong. I've received a request from an archaeologist named Mr. Drake. Interested in liberating certain artifacts from beneath a manor house located in Tai Po. Attached a copy of the message that he sent me. Here we go. Screen flickers a few times and the email is replaced with the face of a stern-looking orc.
Hello, Madam Chang. I've heard that you're a woman who knows how to get things done, especially with regards to things that aren't legal in the strictest sense. It's exactly the kind of help I'm looking for. I need to burp. Recently, a rich investor by the name of Liu Hua decided to expand his manor house on the outskirts of Taipo. Too much money, not enough space for fancy parties. He had a snag with local government officials. However, they suspected the land his estate was built on may have pre-modern archaeological artifacts buried beneath it all. All of them dating from the Song dynasty? Can I get a quick rundown on which century this is? Consequently, I was contracted as an archaeologist to oversee the excavations and ensure everything was properly recorded and catalogued. Sure enough, we were only a few days into the excavation when we discovered a series of tombs lying beneath the site. The scope of the tombs was far beyond anything Liu or I had expected. Several acres of catacombs, at least, and untouched relics throughout. What's more, they're certainly older than the Song dynasty. They may even be from the previous cycle of magic. Wow, that's very, very old, right? Before I could make my report to the Free Enterprise Zone authorities, however, Liu called in his allies in Tantien Corporate. Sorry if I butcher any of these names. Liu sold the entire site to Tantien, who then leased it back to him. Because Tantien is considered to have extraterritoriality, in Hong Kong, local authorities were powerless to stop Liu from looting the tombs. He immediately began building a museum, if you can call it that, atop the site. Wow. He had the gall to call his museum the Emperor's Tomb. Can you believe that? The odds of there being an actual emperor buried there are basically nil, but he doesn't care. Anything to sell a few tickets. Lewis continued his excavations using Tantien contractors to expand the dig. What he didn't know is that I bugged his comlink before he fired me. Wow. Based on what I've heard, something strange is going on in the lower levels. Workers have been disappearing only to be found dead several days later. Whatever is down there is too dangerous to be left in Lou's hands. Why, you're just putting it onto yourself out of the goodness of your heart? Or Lou must have found my data line tab though. Stopped receiving any information 3 days ago. Last thing I heard him talking about were a pair of ancient texts that workers had discovered. Then he issued an order that further excavation should be halted until he can secure the subterranean areas. Betting those texts are the cause of whatever's killing the workers. I have quite a bit of experience with these kinds of dangerous excavations, but an operation of this scale is beyond me. I need a team that's tough enough to get in and survive, aren't afraid of making a mess, and who can get out with the books and whatever else they can carry. Beyond the 2 texts, I'm willing to pay very well. Come on, just do it! Oh my god, fuck me. Get to the point. I'm willing to pay very well for whatever other artifacts your team can liberate. The more valuable, the better. Don't worry, they'll be going to actual museums, not some rich playboy's mansion. What's the difference? I've got a second program in place that'll suppress Lou's security system. The team will have to be careful, though. There are only so many alarms I can suppress. Go beyond that number and I'll scrub the mission. Ooh. I've included a catalog of likely items to help the team appraise the most valuable ones. They don't need to be subtle. In fact, I prefer they make it look like a common robbery. Tell them to smash and grab what they can. I'd rather kill the Emperor or whatever the fuck else is down there. Let me know where we can find a suitable group of Shadowrunners. Yeah, have it, a nice simple robbery. You think you can handle something that basic, dear? Have faith in you. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. I'll contact Mr. Rake when you're on the way. Can I choose go back and take it later? Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can. Please tell me I can, otherwise I'm gonna have to reload. Geomantic sabotage, which I guess is another one? Geomancy is a big business in the Free Enterprise Zone. Here in Hong Kong, Feng Shui isn't just the act of rearranging a kitchen to make things look pretty. Fortunes of empires rise and fall with the ebb and flow of qi. Sometimes that flow needs a helping hand. Wuxing Incorporated are the preeminent practitioners of large-scale qi manipulation here in the Free Enterprise Zone. Gone to great lengths to channel qi from all over Hong Kong into their headquarters. Man, how the fuck does qi work? An enormous monstrosity that they call the Wuxing Sky Tower. There it is focused and transformed into good fortune through the building's geomantically attuned architecture and interior decoration. Well, so whoever enters is lucky? Our client believes that it is time for Wuxing's good luck to run out. You are to infiltrate the Sky Tower and disrupt the flow of qi throughout the building, but you are to do so in 2 distinct fashions. First, you must disrupt the feng shui of the offices by subtly altering the environment of that level. This will consist of minor adjustments of desks, spilled water, other small activities that are unlikely to be noticed. Ordinarily, even subtle disturbances of this nature would be noticed. This is why the client wishes you to make a much louder demonstration on the rooftop gardens. Let me drink something real quick. Been busy. Can't stay long. Well, Mr. Busy Bee. Have fun then, Erica. You can take all of them immediately. There's no reason not to. Well, okay. Only one time-sensitive mission. Okay. The garden is to be ransacked, utterly destroyed. Set fire to things, uproot trees, that kind of thing. Client has also specified that he would like you to destroy the large Buddhist statue in the garden. That's bad luck. Smash the thing to bits and leave them scattered across the rooftop. This level of destruction will keep Witching's geomancers busy long enough that the more subtle disruptions below will take effect. In addition, it will send the kind of message our client would like Witching to hear. I have utmost faith in your ability to cause destruction. The more disruption you can cause on both levels of the Sky Tower, the happier the client will be. As you're not a spellcaster yourself, it may be wise to bring Gorbet along. She will be able to see the most effective ways to disrupt the chi of the building. Take the run. Good. Contact me when you finish the job. If I read my older messages, I will be able to... Nope. Open a jobs directory. Here we go. Pending jobs. Artifact liberation. Take the run. Okay. Did I do all missions in Dragonfall? I can't remember. Manipulating luck through environment. What a bunch of bullshit, right? You're trying to lead me to some conclusion with that sentence. And I'm not sure where you want me to arrive. Oh, not the active ones. Thank you. Are there... Oh, these are the jobs I could take. Okay, they were just in my inbox then. We're gonna access the BBS then. Beep, 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 boop, boop, boop. Post some pay data. The exotic animal dealer contracts. Both parties will remain anonymous. Good. Here you go. Will remain active for 2 days. Guess I'm gonna get it after the mission. And keyword searches. Missed connections, terrorists in Hong Kong, poetry slam, World City. Let's skim through this. Rappelling down the side of an unnamed luxury hotel in a ball gown on Monday night. Me admiring the view from the 28th floor urinals during a private soiree for an unnamed corporation that I was infiltrating. Oh, ice met. Wow, this is literally like a... Okay. Eyes met briefly before you dropped out of sight. Your long dark hair had come loose from your chignon, framing your beautiful flushed face. I will never forget it. You were carrying a duffel bag, bulging with stolen prototype weaponry. Well, I've filched the intel that goes with it. Can we connect? Blackjack. Very funny, Blackjack. I'm sorry the job went sideways. I got trapped and had only one way out. Red Queen. Are these... This is not the same people as in Dragonfall, right? I wonder if these are like big payer backer names. Supposed to have each other's backs. Just wait till you hear the way out that I had to take. Gotta lay low for now. Why are we posting about this on a public message board? No more posts. Terrorists in Hong Kong. Been hearing some buzz about some mainlander terrorists that showed up in Victoria Harbour. Had a shootout. Anyone heard anything on that? Ming Pao said there were 4 of them that got away. 1 human, 2 orcs and a dwarf. A troll, an elf and a human were all killed on scene. Word is that they're members of the White Star out of Henan. Coming here to start trouble. Against the council, I guess. Pardon me. Looks like there's a 50,000 new yen reward for any information leading to their capture. The police force seems nervous. Think they'd actually pay out to somebody like us? Not a chance. Walk in there to claim the reward, you're getting thrown into a hole with them. Couldn't hurt to try. Would you have to beat such a downer? Heaven shot. Because I know the police. They're all dirty. They're only in it to protect their paychecks, and they don't give a damn about anybody else. Believe me, I'm just looking out for your best interests. Like you and your triad looked out for my brother. You know he's still paying for his reconstructive surgery, you bastard. If a man wants to keep his teeth, he should pay what he owes rather than pull a gun on me. As simple as that. No more posts. Poetry Slam. Ladies and gentlemen, poets and Shadowrunners, welcome to the first annual Shadowland Poetry Slam. There are no rules. There are also no prizes except bragging rights. No further ado, let the versification begin. How long do you think we can keep this going before the trolls shop or sysadmin shuts us down? Why would they shut us down? It's a free board. We can be part again if we want to. Just trust me, it happens. For some reason, these things always draw the worst sort of attention. Yeah, as soon as people are having fun, the Jennies delete the threads. Are you going to give us a poem, or are you going to stand around complaining about why you can't? Alright, I've got one. Wait for it. Synth muscle, smart links, Euro boosters, cyber limbs, all fall to grenades. A little musing on the transience of life in the shadows. Very nice, sir. When the long shadows fall on Hong Kong, neon lights pierce the coming night. Tread with me the velvet blackness. Let no lamp shine on our deeds. Okay. That one's entitled Hour. Might have been just the most pompous thing I've ever read. Try this on for size. Lasers are red, shadows are black. We've met on the street. You'd best watch your back. By now you're mad. I like this one. My poem wasn't pompous, you uncultivated rube. It was a homage to Wang Wei, the famous Tang Dynasty master of the Jueju form of poetry. It's traditional, unlike that ridiculous limerick that you posted. I love limericks. No, I don't think you have to take the word slam quite so literally. Hey, you people know the rules. Poetry slams have been out of the bounds on this BBS since the Laughing Man debacle of 55. If you want to sling your fancy words, do it on a different forum. I'm shutting this thread down, sysop. Fucking told you. No more posts. World City. Always gotta shit on the fun, right? Fuck the Jennies. I've got a courier job next week that's supposed to take me into the Walled City. From Kuala Lumpur. Never been to Hong Kong, but I hear that place is dangerous as hell. Is there anything I should know? Oh, you've got nothing to worry about. It's just a low-cost housing development full of hard-working people. Here, take a look at this news report. A short Trit clip begins playing. This is Sunny Chung with Horizon News. On today's sunny side up, the Kowloon Walled City. A blight on the free enterprise zone, or low-cost housing for the economically disadvantaged. We'll introduce you to some of the hard-working residents, how they live and how they contribute to the growth and prosperity of our city. A montage sequence begins, showcasing the destitute poor. Might not be able to do a mission today anymore with this amount of exposure and exposition. A montage begins, showcasing the destitute poor of the walled city going about their daily lives. Shots have been carefully chosen, showing only smiling and productive residents, a stark contrast to your own experience inside it. Many residents of Hong Kong regard the walled city as a place of no return. To outsiders, it's the last stop on a long road to homelessness. Rumors abound of feral ghouls, unsafe living conditions, and tried extortion. Yet when we went there, the reality was far different. What we saw would shock you. Citizens of Hong Kong working and living just like the rest of us. Their apartments are smaller and their shops more modest, but the people who live here wouldn't be out of place anywhere in the FEC. Citizens like shoemaker Chao Sang Tsui. Scene cuts to an elderly man in a closet-sized stall filled with shoemaking equipment. Smiles broadly at the camera. Oh, I love it here. We have a community, you know. We're like a family. Maybe we don't have as nice a view as they do in the Repulse Bay, but can't imagine living anywhere else. It's not paradise, no. Pardon me, but it's my home. Grew up here. How could I possibly leave? How much do you think he got paid for that? 63 bucks, maybe? There's a lot of humor and references to lore and previous games in the SBS. Camera shifts back to Sunny Chung, who now stands in front of one of the entrances of the walled city. Contrary to popular opinion, the walled city serves a vital function. The poor and downtrodden find a home in the walled city, a community where they have a voice, can work, and even prosper, far from being the eyesore that video suddenly stutters, freezes, and ends. yeah, man, we need the poor, otherwise we wouldn't know who's rich, right? The rich people need someone to keep down. They have their place in society below them, right? Everyone has their place. The walled city is not as bad as long as they keep to themselves and die whenever they need to die, or whenever I ask them to, or whenever I wish them to, or whenever... I don't even care. They can't just die, whatever. But they have their place. I have my place in my high-rise tower, sipping champagne. Okay, I've decided to cut the rest of that crap. She keeps going on about what a good place the walled city is and how we all need it. Don't buy any of it. It may not be hell, but you can see it from there. Freedom cowboys just trying to get you in trouble. Oh, look, Isabel. So how do you know the real story? Because I grew up there. You know what it's really like? It's eating old broth made from red bones. I'm not sure Gobbet liked that. Because there's nothing else. It's watching your neighbors sell their 5-year-old son to organ leggers so they don't starve to death. Jeez. Wow. When you die in the walled city, your neighbors cheer because they'll get the clothes off your back. I wouldn't wish the walled city on my worst enemy. Isabel. No more poisonous threat. Oh, I need to go back. Good. We're gonna walk away. But you won't hear me say, please don't leave me. Yeah, we're gonna check out some locations still and then wrap it up, I believe. Like we're gonna start a new mission, fresh. Next time. So this guy is Spider Shen. Let's talk to Spider Shen. He was adept in the way of the adept, I believe. Even Pyro's here. Everyone is here. I must be dying now, to be honest. Like, no one has... The last time everyone assembled... Like, when was that? Never. It's like the Power Rangers right now in my chat. Despite the wind and rain pelting Heoi, the proprietor of the stall, a monk, judging by the outfit, is unconcerned. I shouldn't have drank so much. Now I need to burp. The monk's expression is indifferent, though hardly placid or serene. Muscles show as tightly wound metal bands beneath the skin, ready to snap in any direction without warning. What's more, the monk's robe are anything but ordinary. Certainly, silk makes up the base outfit, but it's paired with high-impact ballistic armor, heavy-duty boots, and a bandolier of throwing knives. The table in front of you is arrayed with a wide variety of melee weapons, charms, jade pendants, and other mystical accoutrements. Is that a French word, I guess? Beneath an awning in the rear are rows upon rows of cages, each housing some variety of exotic reptile or insect. Do you throw animals as an adept? These in turn are flanked by jars and boxes of Chinese herbs. Pardon me. As I said, I'm dying. Incense, powders and inks. The monk spares you only the shortest of glances as you approach. Oh, he looks awfully young. I'm Monk Shen. Most people in Heoi call me Spider Shen on account of the spiders back there. You're not local, not by a long shot. It's definitely a statement, not a question. Yeah, what about it? You got a problem with that, dude? Got a problem, eh? Want to tussle? Or would I? I'm here to sell. You seem like you're here to buy. That's business. Shen reps 2 knuckles on the table in front of you. You want to kill somebody? This'll make it happen. Swords, knives, clubs, I sell it all. Make most of these, but if I can't, I got friends who can. If you need incense or salves for meditation, I make and sell those too. And if your joints ache, I can give you acupuncture. Shen places both palms on the table, leaning over it towards you with a wicked grin. What can I show you? Can I buy a snake? Shen shakes a finger at you, eyes narrowed. No, they're mine. I can say the things I craft with my hands or the things I can do, but the medicines and poisons I make are my secret. If you want those, you apprentice to me. In 5 years, maybe I can show you how to make poultice, eh? That's secret? Come on, I can get a knuckle checked anyway. What's the... That's secret? Of course they're secret. These are what set me apart from the rest of the street dealers in Heoi. You want cram or bliss? Any 2-bit tried punk can make that for you. But I can realign your chi, set your yin and yang in balance, or set somebody else out of balance with a few drops. To master my skills, you need to learn for years. It's not just following a formula. You want to learn, you need patience. You try to learn without patience, or you do. All you do is ape the masters, I guess. Shen snaps 2 fingers and points at the cages. You have to understand them to truly learn my art. Otherwise, you'll never become a master. Might as well get a skill soft. Your monk... Nah, let's... I can't read anymore today. I'm sorry, my throat is... What do I have right now? I guess... Here we go, chi casting. A magical punch. Pierces up to 4 armor. Attack that does low damage. Slows the target. Killing hands. Unarmed damage increased by 3. Medium cover bonus to magic spells. It might be worth getting, like, some amount of chi casting in just to get this. Street monk outfit. How much? I have some money. Kind of want to go to the doctor first, though, before I Oh, I own the katana already. Kind of want to go to the doctor first before I buy anything else. Okay, spiked fists work with unarmed. I have everything I want already. Other than maybe thinking about this cheese stuff some more. That's all for now. Sorry, we're gonna talk later maybe. Anyone else? There must be more locations after all. Than just this. We need to know who the rich are so we can then eat the rich. Do you think they taste good? Gin, where's vodka? And have you found this little boy yet? As you approach the small landing, you see 3 men, 2 elders and a younger man, hunched over a go board. Oh, I need to cough, give me a second. Oh, that was a heavy one. The juxtaposition of the 2 white-haired, white-bearded men and the black-haired man is almost comical. Together the 3 resemble the small black and white stones of the game. Despite a variety of ambient distractions, the 3 men remain acutely focused on the game. One of the elders, a round-faced man with a beatific smile, carefully picks up a black stone and places it on the board. His opponent snorts and a small smile flashes across his long face. Almost carelessly, he snatches a white stone and deposits it on the board. Smiling man groans. The long-faced one proceeds to collect several black pieces of the board. I have no idea how Go works. Is it complicated? Shiu. Oh, you got me there, Jin. He laughs, a pleasant full sound. As it trails off, he spots you watching the game. Broad smile brightens his cheeks. Well, hello there, young woman. Something you need? The long-faced man gives you a cursory look, continues to collect black stones. Just a gawker, Shiu. It's your turn. I need to answer with the name's Bong Bong. Got a second to answer a question or two because it's Bong Bong. Shiu nods. I could use a short break. How about you, Jin? Jin sighs, shoulders slumping forward. After a moment of scowling, he reluctantly speaks. Fine, a short break. The 2 elders turn towards the younger man. He looks to be in his early 30s, but it's difficult to tell. Skin on his face is smooth and supple. Only the suggestions of creases at the eye, mouth, and forehead. But small gestures, a blink, a flare of his nostrils, briefly reveal the lines of his face. The man's eyes rise from the go board and study the elders. He nods. What, is he like the referee or something? I've been hearing about strange dreams here in Aoi. Have you had nightmares? The 3 men exchange looks. Shiu turns to you. What a coincidence. Wasn't but an hour ago that we were all discussing that very thing. We have been having bad dreams, every one of us. Interesting. Tell me about them. Heard myself. We should compare notes. Tell me about them. Jin huffs angrily. You can't come in here demanding this and that of us. Show some respect to your elders, young woman. Does he want me to shoot him or something? Just what makes you think we'd be comfortable telling us strange about your dreams anyway? She waves his hand dismissively at Jin. Don't mind him. He's always been a poor sport. But he raises a good point. Some of our dreams contain information best left private, just as yours do, I'm sure. Having just met, how can we be sure that you'll respect our personal information? You can tell me all about, like, the young girls you dream about. Don't worry, I'm keeping it to myself. His name is Lao, and he'll tell us. The younger man's voice cuts through the din, like a razor. And the elders fall silent. He turns to you and locks his eyes. Dark orbs that burn with piercing scrutiny. I can't read anymore. I've lost my ability that I didn't have before. Piercing scrutiny onto yours. He nods and returns his gaze to the go board. I believe you're trustworthy. Please, Bong Bong, make yourself comfortable. I'll share my dream with you. He seems to be their like the way they're looking to him and the way he's overseeing this game. I believe that he's both older than he looks and he's their boss. I appreciate it. Go ahead. He exhales slowly, then begins speaking. I dreamed of a long, dingy hall. When faced with such a thing, one generally walks its length, so I lifted my right foot and placed it in front of me. But upon taking that first step, I found myself instead drawn down an alleyway to my left. I wasn't there before this alley. Appeared only as I began to walk. As I moved down the alley, I found myself surrounded by friends and loved ones. They all stood there silently watching me with smiles on their faces. As I passed each one of them, they fell to the ground in my wake, dropping like puppets with severed strings. Somehow I knew that if I followed this road to the end, I could have everything I'd ever dreamed of. But I woke before I could reach it. He folds his hands in its lap. Moment of silence before Shiu speaks up, the rosiness in his cheeks having drained away. I too saw the long hall. My own experience was different, however. The hall was far off in the distance and was looking down on it from a strange angle, as though it were perched on a wall high above. Pauses and looks at you. You know, young woman, Bong Bong, you look very much like the person I saw walking that hall. What? She moved steadily down the path, walking at an even pace. Just behind her, a great and terrible shadow followed. Of course, I didn't have the best view up there on that wall, or whatever I was. Could have been anyone. Perhaps this old mind of mine is seeing your face now and misremembering the dream. Let's out a chuckle, and a small flush of red returns to his cheeks. Looks over at Jin. Alright, Jin, go ahead. Suddenly they all decided to help me, I guess. Goes like chess, and that the rules are simple, but people spend 10,000 hours playing, become incomprehensibly good at it. So is it a solved game? Like, chess is considered a solved game, isn't it? Like, there are certain... How can you... Like, if chess is a solved game, how can there even be variations still? Shouldn't there be a winning move for every single turn? Is that how it works? I don't know. Not smart enough. Is chess really that impressive? I thought the most impressive skill of chess players was remembering different strategies or different ways to react to other strategies. Chess isn't a solved game. Okay, I thought it was. Why am I thinking this then? And what would one consider a solved game then? Why isn't it a solved game? Isn't there like a limited amount of... Well, I guess there's a limited amount of things you can do, but with this many like pieces and things you can do, it's a very high number. Too many combinations. It would be a rich meal. Huh. Neither of those are solved, and Go is even less solved than chess. Okay. Isn't there... There are more games like this. There's another very popular game that I can't think of the name of right now. Jin broods in his corner, arms crossed and jaws set. Changed my mind. I don't want to share my dream. Wow. Like a little babby. Nonsense. Master Lao and I have both told her our dreams, and now it's your turn. Jin sticks out his lower lip. No! It's fine. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't want to force you to do anything. Spit it out already. I think I've heard enough. Thanks for sharing. It's fine. It's okay. I don't need your dream. He holds his palm up towards you and looks at Shu. See? Straight from the horse's mouth. I don't have to. Jin. Lao's voice is firm but soft. This is important. Why? This is confusing me, but I mean, I think I got it solved. Jin's mouth opens and closes like a gasping fish, but he looks at Lao, his body relaxes, and a sadness seems to take hold of his features. I'm sure he's like a magical creature or something. That's why he looks young. Alright, but don't you go repeating any of this, you hear me? He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, folds his hands in his laps. My dream began as a nightmare. Dreamed of the failures and mistakes that I've made throughout my life. The people I've let down, oh my god, for me it would have been a very long dream. The competitors I've crushed, the wife who died in hospice without me. I dreamed of the family that I abandoned. A change comes over him, his eyes brighten and he continues energetically. But then I dreamed of the walled city. I stood before it and its door opened to me, and when I passed inside, all of my guilt fell away. It was as though the city had absolved me, had washed away my guilt, and I remember feeling happy. As his remembrance ends, so does his lightened mood. His face shrinks into a pout and he stares grumpily at the ground. There, I did it. You happy? Wow. You were moody because of this snippet of information? Lao nods slowly. Thank you, Jin. You have my thanks too. It was great. Don't worry, I won't abuse your personal information. All said and done, it was so pretty boring, but who knows, it might be helpful. Great. Thank you. Actually. Yeah, now we can change the subject. My ulcer's acting up. Guessing you've been around these parts longer than I have. Is this sort of thing normal? If it were normal, we wouldn't be huddled around discussing them in whispers now, would we? Enough of that, Jin. Bong Bong here asked in earnest for advice. She deserves a proper response. Shu gives you a gentle smile. Please forgive our friend. Bitter years have left him suspicious of others. Very suspicious. The answer to your question is no. Upsetting dreams have never been uncommon in Heioi, but these recent visitations have been different. They've been darker, more vivid, stronger than normal dreams. Last night, I felt consumed by the sense that something was coming. What did you dream of? When my friends here felt a sense of relief and excitement as their dreams ended, I felt as though I was sitting on the precipice of some vast and terrible chasm, with the void yawning beneath my feet. Suddenly his cheeks flush, he blinks twice and looks away. Perhaps these are just the ramblings of an old man. Please forgive me. Scratches his nose, embarrassed. You speak wisely, Shiu. It is foolish to embrace a thing that you do not understand. What Jin and I saw in our dreams was alluring, but so is the light to a moth. Your instincts are still strong and sharp, my old friend. It is wise of you to trust them. Shiu bows deeply, his eyes to the ground. Thank you. I can only hope these dreams do lead to something beautiful. There's already enough deception in this world. Jin groans loudly. Can we get back to the game now? Yeah, looks like break's over. Seems that way. Stop by again soon, Bong Bong. Good luck with your game. Appreciate it, young woman. He will be seeing you. Huh. That was fucking weird. Reliable... Oh, is he the drone dude? Reliable Matthew? Smooth jazz drifts from... I don't... Should have saved and stopped for today. Smooth jazz drifts from cheap speakers on the barge. Wide array of worn-down drones lit the battered deck. Most are utility and domestic types, but a few cordoned off from the others are low-end security models. Salesman smiles indulgently at you, a tall, lanky human of clear Cantonese ancestry. Wearing a cheap suit, limply clutching a smelly cigarillo, just his tie with exaggerated nonchalance, languid, ostentatious, like an American casino promoter. Hey there, beautiful. Welcome to our little floating heaven. You've got a discerning look to you. What brings you to Reliable Matthew's Robert Bessel? He taps Ash over a bulky cleaning drone beside him. Not waiting for Nancy, he continues. Perhaps you're looking for a hexacopter as a guide to Hong Kong, or a little tarantula beauty to brew your tea. Are you calling me beautiful? You know it, beautiful. I hope I don't offend. I just can't help it. To me, everybody's beautiful, baby. Right back at you, beautiful. Oh, a woman after my own heart. I'm interested in your comment models. Reliable Matthew looks over his shoulders at the security drones, some heavily cannibalized in a corner of the yard. Turns back to you with a nervous smile. Funny you should ask. I've just gotten a Doberman that I'm selling at an incredible bargain price. Shall we take a look? Incredible bargains, eh? They fall off the back of a truck? Are you implying that they're stolen? If so, you're mistaken. Smiles indulgently, as if you've just said something in an alien language. This merchandise is provided only by trusted suppliers who certify the authenticity and workability of their goods. I don't furnish manufacturers' certificates, but all the providers are really top-shelf guys, really beautiful people, otherwise I wouldn't carry the drones. Okay. Actually, I don't want to further inquiry, to be honest, so let's see what models you have. So if I ever do need some supplies, I guess Isabel? No, I don't want this. Just want it. There's free armor for 450. What was the monk armor? Was it also free armor for 450? Because I need new armor. We're gonna end in a second, by the way. My throat is too sore. Goodbye, Matthew. We're gonna save here. We're gonna do the mission. Sorry, we're gonna do it next time. I cannot save. There you go. Now I should be able to. Save. Good. Bong bong. Bong 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 bong. The YouTube recording is gonna stop here. We're gonna keep talking for a little bit longer. So bye YouTube.